Good morning. Let me know if my background is too loud. Do me a favor and hold on. Good morning. I haven't done this in a while. Drop me a one if my background is too loud. Hey sis, good morning y'all. I'm good. Okay, good because they got the TV up in the other room. Good morning y'all. I don't want to be too loud because it's still early. I wanted to come on yesterday and do a live yesterday, do a moment of silence and a prayer for Kanika. I saw that everybody was partying, so I wanted to actually do like a community prayer. I'm really sorry I got too busy. I wasn't able to juggle. I got my family here. My daughter's graduation is in a couple days, so I got family here and I wasn't able to, step aside from that and come on here and do a live. So I said, okay, well, let me do one this morning, um, and go ahead and get that out the way before I start my day. And really, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all too, okay? Because I hadn't talked to you guys in a while. Most of y'all already knew I was sending my daughter through prom and we had graduation and all of this stuff coming and it was a lot. So I told you guys I was gonna step away for a minute, but I'll be back. So that's exactly what I did. And we got graduation in a couple days and I'll be back. But we gotta get her off to college too. So that's another major step. But thank you, thank you. Hey amazing 80. Hey Tanika. Hey Michelle. My sister in the building. What's been going on? I want y'all to fill me in. Well, let's do a moment of silence for Kanika. Let's do a moment of silence for Kanika. Let's go back old school. This is what I really wanted to do yesterday. Go back old school, drop our purple hearts, colorful hearts, whatever hearts you drop for Kanika. Justice for Kanika because we still believe in justice. We still stand for justice, but also we stand for truth. We stand for justice and for truth. So let's take a moment of silence for her. Drop some purple hearts in the chat room, J4K in the chat room, whatever it is you do to represent Kanika. Okay, let's do that first and foremost before we get to talking. All right. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Whew, y'all. Okay, so just kind of thinking about what we were going to discuss and what we was going to talk about this morning, I felt like it wasn't the right time to come on here, bash nobody, not even a mother, not the family, nobody. Because at the end of the day, a young girl lost her life and she didn't make it to see 21. She did not make it to see 21. Okay. Um, at the end of the day, her murder became a mystery for the world. Um, unsolved as of right now and a closed case. I don't see what it is to celebrate. My heart and my spirit hurt yesterday for Kanika and for anybody else that was involved in this tragic event and those that suffered in their own way after this. The people um, other young girls, my heart grieved for Kanika, for these other young girls who are being targeted, who have been targeted. For us as parents, this girl don't have justice. As of right now, we don't have all the answers. I didn't feel up to celebrate. And so I had to actually step away from this case so I can even, shift my mindset and be able to celebrate my daughter, who is, accomplishing some big things in her life right now. And I had to be able to shift my mindset and block everything that I was doing before so I can just celebrate her. Like, hold on, she deserved it. She deserved mommy to be all in and to celebrate her. And that's exactly what I did. But yesterday was kind of tough. I had to pray. I had to pray hard. Because we woke up making it about Kanika. We didn't wake up, with the family saying Happy Memorial Day. Everybody woke up. I said Happy birthday, Kanika. My mom said Happy birthday, Kanika. My daughter, Happy birthday, Kanika. You see what I'm saying? So that was the first thing, that we celebrated yesterday. But good morning, everybody. If y'all just catching me on, and not really saying celebrated, but we acknowledged yesterday. Um, but when this baby get her justice, or when all the answers are true, so when God just move, and continuously move on her behalf and say it is finished, I think that's when it's gonna be time for us to celebrate. And I mean going to a real big celebration. And I did in the beginning, but I just didn't realize the rabbit hole went this deep. Okay, and I'm like everybody else. I try to avoid the truth sometimes. Even if it's staring you in front of the face because you just don't want to believe it. Okay, but when your spirit tell you something ain't right, you can't help but to acknowledge the fact that something ain't right. You can't help but to listen to the Holy Spirit. Something ain't right. But like I said, this is not the time to, you know, go off into the negative. I want to keep it positive today, this morning. Hey, Snickerdoodle. Hey, Shantice. Hey, Joanna. Teresa. Michelle. So what's been going on? What's been going on YouTube? Tell me what's been going on YouTube. Um, and then let's look at together what they did celebrating Kanika's. And if anybody want to speak on some things, speak on some things. Me myself personally, I don't know how far I want to go, and so I'm gonna really kind of filter what I say because for one, it's still early, and for two, I just don't feel the time is right to really, say anything that might appear to be negative. Okay, because all in all, people are still on a spiritual high from yesterday. Okay, so I don't want to be the one to kick you and bring you down off your spiritual high. I could, I very well could, because even when I'm not working, I'm still working. If anybody know me and know exactly what I mean, when I'm not working, I'm still at work because the spirit is still at work. I might not be 100% focused in this area right here, but you best believe the spirit is always at work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let people stay on a little spiritual high today, get my daughter through this graduation, and the lioness will return. She shall return. But so what's been going on YouTube land? What's been going on in the YouTube world? Let's talk about that. You already know, Melissa. She's still at work. Don't get me wrong. And I have some stuff, I can't wait to pull out to bring to the table, just discuss with y'all. But like I said, I didn't come here this morning for that. I really wanted to touch bases with everybody and see what's going on in YouTube land. I haven't been around. And I will see you guys maybe like next weekend. Like I said, after this graduation and stuff is done, and we're gonna get back to business. They shut them down. Okay, yeah. So from my understanding, as far as that right there, and she just posted something up this morning. We gonna look into. Okay, from my understanding, this is what happened because I've been in and out with looking on Teresa page and trying to stay updated with what was going on and everything. And then I also talked to Kanisha. Y'all know Kanisha is in or she used to live in Chicago, but she know people in Chicago. So just like really trying to figure out what was going on with that whole thing. So from my understanding, Melissa, do you have that article that you sent me about Memorial Day weekend? Is it in the group or did you email it to me? Thank you, Joanna. Okay, so yeah, from my understanding, a lot went down on Memorial Day weekend because that's when they actually had the party, right? They gave them a certain time frame to have the party. They approved the party. They gave them a certain time frame to have the party, but I guess they went over and they decided to shut them down. Okay, because they went over their time frame. It's from what from what I was told. If you guys hadn't caught on, I think I just tagged. Okay, so it is in a group. All right, so if y'all not caught up, let me fill y'all in as to what was going on Chicago weekend. Now keep in mind this was Memorial Day weekend when they had this party. Let me know if my background's too loud, y'all. Okay, Melissa, did you tag it to me in the group? Hey, Tamika. Hey, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We're it on Facebook. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, Chicago was off the hook. The streets was off the hook. The streets was off the hook during the same time they was having they little shindig. And Melissa's getting ready to tag me the article so we can look at it. And I don't think, excuse me, y'all. I don't think Teresa. It's kind of early. Let me drink some of my juice. Clear my throat. Hold on. I don't think Teresa posted this. Okay, I got it, Melissa. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let me screen share this article real quick. This is just to bring us up to speed as to what was going on the weekend of Kanika's birthday event, a birthday celebration. Okay. Draw me a one if y'all can see the screen. Draw me a one if y'all can see what was going on the weekend of Kanika's birthday party, birthday celebration, Memorial Day weekend. Okay, y'all see the screen? All right, so it was a violent Memorial Day weekend. It was 28 people shot, 5 people killed in Chicago. All right. These were shootings that was going on in the same neighborhood that's known for being hot, that's known for being violent, right over there where they were partying. Not even just staying right over there where they were partying, but right where they have put laws into restrictions where you can't have big parties after a certain time because they may, quote unquote, this is coming from, I guess, the mayor or whatever, they may end violent because having these type of outdoor functions can turn violent. So whether it's a Memorial Day celebration, whether it's a birthday celebration, whether it's whatever, you have to get permission to have these events, and you have to have them at a certain time frame. Okay, and they will cut you off at a certain time because they feel that these events can turn violent in these quote unquote hot neighborhoods. If y'all get what I'm saying. All right, so we had a situation where this was Memorial Day weekend, and you have people getting shot. And this is the reason why they give specific time frames and it would shut you down. This is the reason why they will shut you down because events like this, they feel perhaps can turn violent. Especially, I mean, I'm just ad libbing right here, but especially when you got alcohol involved, you got marijuana involved, and you're talking about sets of games too at the end of the day. People are in games, right? So from this is just me speaking. I believe that the police are doing a job when they say we have to shut you down because we have shootings going on. First of all, every year somebody is getting shot Memorial Day weekend. Okay, and every time these type of functions happen, they turn violent. They turn violent. See, nobody was really talking about people that lost their lives over Memorial Day weekend. And if y'all notice, it say across the city, at least 28 people have been shot and 5 killed during a violent weekend across the city of Chicago during Memorial Day weekend. Police say they were questioning people of interest in 2 shootings in the Little Italy neighborhood. Those shootings left 3 people dead and 3 others injured. Okay, before the first shootings, officers hold on. Police said officers came to the area several times to clear out the crowd gathered there for a party. Okay, that is what the police do. They come to clear out the crowd that's gathered for a party. Now, I'm sure that's why she posted today a picture, a photo of a cop or a video of a cop. I just seen it for a quick second and said, oh, there is some nice ones out here. Because I'm pretty sure with some that did have sympathy on the situation and understood why they were partying and said, okay, we're going to overlook the fact that they have already passed their time frame and this thing can turn violent, but they're celebrating the death of Kanika. So we're going to overlook that. But at some point, we have to shut it down. We can't allow you guys to continue going on because, yeah, it can turn violent. So at some point, we have to shut it down. So this is what they didn't tell you. Because everything, like I've been saying from the beginning, is an agenda. Keep waiting and keep watching. This is what they didn't tell you. They shut us down. But it's a couple good cops out there. I mean, actually, they did it. They doing policing. Try policing in Chicago. Try policing in these neighborhoods. Try it. Black cop, white cop. Try policing in these type of neighborhoods, and then speak on what they doing. So I'm just saying it's just 2 sides of every story. You got to look at both sides. Okay, so it was definitely different parties going on, through different crowds being gathered. It's Memorial Day weekend, and shootings being done across the city. So yeah, they step in and they dismantle these crowds and they put an end to these parties at a certain time. Okay, so they don't get out of hand. All right. So that was something that we wanted to point out to you guys because, I had to ask a few people like what was going on with that. And so Melissa found what was going on in Chicago and we discussed that. Like, okay, so you really not speaking too much on this, which is fine. We'll point it out. Good morning. Okay. I'm just on Teresa page while we here. We gonna look at some of these celebration photos and things that they did. I do not own the rights to this stuff. This is a verbal disclaimer. I do have fair use. All of this information is public information. Um, and that's just that. Okay, see, this is right here what you said. Not all police are mean. I just wanted to kind of point that out to you guys and show you guys because, like I said, at first she made a statement. She made a video and she had it to go. Well, she meant for the video to go viral. She like share this video. And when Teresa make a bold statement and tell you to, share that video, make that video go viral, that video's gonna go viral. Okay. It seemed to me that this one right here should have probably went just as viral. But anyway, like I said, I want to set a positive page. Um, right here she posted, not all police are mean. Some allowed us to go past our time. Some allowed us, some even party with us because of the cause. Even though their life might be in danger, because still we dealing with gangbangers. We dealing with people that are drunk. You see what I'm saying? People that deal with death every day and not really affected by the death of Kanika like we are. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally messed up by it. Because they deal with this stuff every day. So, but yeah, right here she posted, not all cops are mean. Okay. So I just wanted to point that out. So Joanna, thank you for bringing that up. That was something that we needed to take a look at. What do you guys think about her in a box? I mean, y'all wanted to see her in the casket, right? I'm just saying. I'm getting all these strange friend requests. That's so funny. Okay. I don't want to be negative, so let me stop. Let me stop right there. Anybody else want to bring anything up and discuss anything? Like I said, what's been going on in YouTube world? What's been going on over the weekend? Any of that? Anybody want to bring anything up? We can talk about it. I just want just for me too, Tamika. Me too. We all do. Have a great day, Joanna. I do as well. Doing good. I was in a battle last week, child. Yeah, most definitely. Pray for Melissa. Keep us all touch an agreement with with each other. Keep us all in prayer. Okay. Um. Hmm. I have to be real careful about what I say because I know we have a lot of watchmen. We have watchmen. Oh my God, Jesus! If only y'all knew. If only y'all knew. If only y'all knew. This is a dangerous game we playing. But I'm telling y'all, I'm really not. I don't feel intimidated or threatened by any of you people. I don't because I know who I serve. I know I serve a mighty God. Like I'm not. I'm seriously not intimidated or affected by none of y'all games y'all playing. None of this little sneaky stuff y'all doing. None of that stuff. Like every day, I'm just growing spiritually stronger. Every day. I just wanted to let y'all know that I see y'all. I see y'all. know about these little sneaky games y'all playing. I know y'all all in my business. I know what y'all doing. And I said I wasn't gonna give y'all no type of clout, nothing. And I'm not gonna waste time on you. Just know I see you. I'm steps ahead of y'all. Okay. And I'm not intimidated. I'm not afraid or none of that stuff. When I get my family straight, when everybody gets situated, okay, I'm coming back and we're gonna go ahead and finish this thing out. Okay, y'all, let me just say this too. We are living in a time of a great delusion. If anybody had a scripture, please drop it. If any of y'all believe in the Bible, y'all, if you don't believe in the Bible, you better believe in it today. You better believe it. You better start believing in it now. We are living in a time of a great grand delusion. If you do not have spiritual eyes, you will be fooled. You will be fooled. Mm. I just wanted to say that. I just got to say that. I just got to say that. I got a photo that one of my subs sent me, and I'm gonna prove to y'all just by showing y'all this photo. Because I still got people that listen to old videos and old truth and revelation. They might do their own digging and do some looking and stumble on something and be like, "Wow, Malika, look, this was right here in front of our face all along." And for us, it's just confirmation, confirmation after confirmation. See, mm. It just be confirmation after confirmation. I'm gonna look at this photo screenshot that was sent to me. If you want me to say your name, I will, but you know who you are. You said talk about it, sis. Okay, all right. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It seems to me that we had a lot of evidence that was staring us right in front of our face, that really told a story and told exactly what was going on. And still to this day, a lot of us don't believe it. Still to this day, a lot of us refuse to believe it because we don't want to believe that this case is that dark, that this is actually dark. We don't want to believe that. But the more and more you look at it and you look deep into it, you see the symbolism, you realize, okay, we dead on, we on point. This is exactly what it is. Me myself personally, I feel like I'm just chasing my own tail, that repeating myself, and people are really not taking it in. But shout out to my sub who did her own thing and went to looking, and she ended up finding it. She ended up seeing a video and taking a screenshot. What do y'all see when y'all look at this picture? What do y'all see when y'all look at this photo? Now this is the photo of Irene and I want to say, what's the girl name? I might be pronouncing her name wrong, Chalice or whatever the girl name is. But I ain't never heard a name like that before. I think it's a picture of them going up on the elevator. But what do you notice in this photo? And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can see. And I'm not that kind of person that try to make images and make you see something that's not there. I don't draw on photos. I mean, shout out to those who do that, but that I only do what I'm called to do, and I only see what I'm told to see. You see what I'm saying? So, other than that, and I'm talking about the Holy Spirit. Other than that, I'm not trying to draw on nothing or tell y'all whatever. Look like car lights, or do it look like the buttons on the elevator? Or do it look like the buttons on the elevator? Look like buttons on the elevator. The two lights at the bottom. And it definitely looked like 9 and 11 was pressed. It looked like we looking at a 911. On the elevator, you have the 9 on one side and you have the 11 on the other side. It looked like both buttons was pressed at the same time. We have a lot of more. We have more 9/11 and 7/11 symbolism. Like I said, I'm not going to get off all into it because I just don't feel like, I know my sister like, go ahead. This is really not the time for it. So we need to put everything into a compilation and open some more eyes and show you guys some more stuff. But this definitely looked like both. And first of all, why is both buttons pressed on the elevator? Why is both buttons pressed? See, they are carrying out a ritual. Okay, Melissa. Oh, you talk about the red light. Both being pressed. Yes. Okay. And so the thing is, amazing heart. What I am pointing out to you is both of them pressed is the 9/11 that's pressed. 9/11 symbolism. They were headed to the ninth floor, but they also got the 11th pressed. The 11th button pressed. The 11th is across from the ninth. Do you see what I'm saying? That explains why both buttons is pressed. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because like I just said, she got it from a video that she watched showing that both buttons was pressed. But we figured out the fact that both buttons is pressed is 9/11. Why is the 9/11? You see what I'm saying? The nine, they was on their way to the ninth floor, and Teresa also brought up the fact that she was taken to the 11th floor. Okay, so you have both buttons pressed at the same time, the 9 and 11. You see what I'm saying? It's all in the numbers, Teresa. They use numerology. These gangs and these secret societies, these groups, they play with numbers. Exactly. It would have been too coincidental out of all the numbers they could have pressed. And remember, we saw a lot of 7/11 symbolism, and we see a lot of 9/11 symbolism. We see it. It was mentioned. It was mentioned in the 911 call. If y'all go back and listen to my old video, it was mentioned in the 911 call. I broke down the 911 call with Teresa. She said she made mention of the ninth floor. Then she turned around and made mention of the 11th floor. So we have the 9/11 symbolism being mentioned, and we also see it right here on the elevator. Both numbers was lit up. You see what I'm saying? Everything has to be carried out appropriately. Everything has to be, you know what I'm saying? So all the numbers have to be in place. Everything has to be carried out. And I'm trying to tell you guys this because this is the stuff, this is the real stuff that's going on. Okay, they're not gonna show you this stuff on TV. They're not gonna show you this stuff in the real world. I guess you can say in the Matrix. All right, you have to go beyond. You have to. They're not gonna show you this stuff. You know, this stuff might be played out and carried out perfectly if you was to look beyond the Matrix. If you guys get what I'm saying, and you'll actually see what was taking place. It was rituals being carried out. You know, and it would all make sense then. So these little things right here is just evidence, just little pieces of the puzzle for you guys to see what was being, carried out during that time. And like I said, this isn't the only symbolism that you see. And shout out to Lisa Love or whoever video this is who realized that they had both lights on at the same time. Yeah, a ninth floor and 11th floor. They went to both. And then you also had the 369 symbolism. Remember I pointed that out to y'all? So that's probably why they went to room 609 as well to carry out the 369. They had the 711 by having both rooms. If it's a little bit too much for y'all to understand, y'all got to go back and watch my other videos. But you saw the 7-11, you saw the 9-11, and you also had a 369. This is all occult symbolism, you guys. So if you don't understand it, then that's because it's occult symbolism. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really for our understanding. This stuff is supposed to be secret. It's a secret world they live in, a secret, so the messages is supposed to be kept hidden, but we just living in a time where the Lord say all things that's hidden shall be exposed. And we living in a time where we're we have more understanding to all things that's going on. Okay, even that's those that do things that's hidden. So I just want you guys see that. Like I said, I didn't really want to get deep off into that stuff right there, but I know it was a video that came out and my sub shared it with me, and I said that your 9/11 symbolism right there. You always pay attention to the numbers when you're dealing with these gangs, these secret societies. And I said, you know what? I like me and myself personally. I like to believe that they are just ordinary people. I would love to believe that, but I'm gonna show you something real quick because they are not just ordinary people. And I said I wanted to stay positive. But oh yeah, all things will be exposed. Everything is being exposed right now. They be jumping on my head for showing people this is the cult symbolism, like on my head, trying to track me down, trying to shut me down, trying to shut me up, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen. And some of they scare tactics that they use on me, I'm not even gonna speak on publicly. I'm not even gonna acknowledge. Yeah, those also look no, Cheryl. Those do look like to me images, demonic images. It really do. I didn't want to point that out because the trained eye will have to actually see that. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't want to point that out, but I see demonic images all in that elevator. I see a lot of demonic images in that hotel room. I see a lot of demonic images in that kitchen. I mean, seriously, seriously. See, really, for me, it's no way for me even to talk about Kanika's case and not really offend somebody. I try not to, but it's just impossible. It's impossible. If you want to speak facts, it's impossible because you have groups, and I just found another group that I hadn't even pointed out or discussed, and I don't think nobody else have even exposed this group. And I'm praying so hard that the Lord give me clarity and He allowed me to come back and expose this group that I believe is also involved in this thing. And I believe that they are the ones that pretty much are in between the Freemasons and the actual gangs. I believe that they are like the street, how can I say this? How can I put it? Like the community leaders, maybe I should say. I think they're more like the community leaders and they have a organization. And I'm praying that God allowed me to expose them. But I definitely believe that they had their hands in this too, and they probably the ones that organized the games to get together and carry this mission out. Okay, and most of the top people in this organization are Freemasons, so there go your connection right there. But this organization was yet to be exposed, and it was kind of scary for me to even for it to be exposed to me. But like I said before, I tiptoe down that road right there because it will be a little dangerous. I'm gonna pray and make sure it's the right thing to do. Um, But if it is and I'm dead on, and y'all already know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about, and I am coming for you. Lord's will. 2300. Okay, have a good day. Yes, yes. I do have, yes, yes, y'all. I'm only gonna say so much right now. I'm looking for a picture. What else been going on? Maybe I didn't send it to myself. Oh, Melissa, girl, I can't wait to get this little part, this little hump over with and come back. Oh my God, I can't wait. You know I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. It's so much going on right now that I really want to discuss, and I can't. Like, I didn't get a chance to really look into Malia's case and discuss Malia's case. But I definitely got strong ties to her case, and she's in Texas. She, was in Texas, should I say? I don't know, but I definitely have strong ties to that case. Okay, I got some more stuff that y'all had sent me to while I was gone, and it was definitely proof of what we had been looking into and talking about and pointing out. But like I said, maybe I didn't send it, and I don't have it right now, or maybe the Lord is saying not right now. Yeah, that case is a mess. Sure, that case is definitely a mess, y'all. Okay, so y'all already know, and even Melissa had brought this up, and we had touched on this. I think I want to say on the round table first. We was talking about that we in a time right now where children are being sacrificed to Moloch. We've been talking about this is the sacrifice of Moloch. We even showed the Babylonian god statue, the Baal statue, a Baphomet statue is what it's called. I'm sorry, the Baphomet statue. We even showed you guys, the worship of children, how he's a pedophile, so right now we live and this been going on. Don't get me wrong, but right now we are awakened to this stuff. We are awakened to this stuff. And I believe that this we are awakened to this stuff because God is getting ready to put an end to this trafficking. He's getting ready to put an end to all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like he have soldiers who called to minister to certain areas and break some chains and some, you know what I'm saying, to set some captives free. That's what's gonna happen. This is the reason why things is being exposed right now. It's all in His divine order and plan. We got to believe that. But Melissa brought this up before about the sacrifice to Moloch. So when we're going to be seeing more and more of that, and when we see it, we can't really be dismayed. We can't be shocked by it. We got to understand, okay, well, this is what the Bible says is going to happen. This is exactly the time we living in right now. First it was Kanika, then it was Shantia, then it was Malia. You see what I'm saying? Whether that may be your mother, whether that may be your father, whether that may be your aunt, your neighbor, your friend, people will sacrifice these children to the enemy. This is the 7-Eleven attack. I said that. I said, I believe 7-Eleven actually already happened. 7-Eleven could have took place in 2017. where you had a straight 7-11 and 9/11. I'm just saying, what if it began on July 11th, 2017? And from that point on, you have attacks on our youth back to back to back to back because the 7-11 is the new 9/11, which is the attack on America, the attack on our youth, the sacrifice of our youth to Moloch. Do anybody get what I'm saying? If y'all don't get what I'm saying, I'll go back because this is something that we need to fathom and understand. This is what's happening right now. Protect your babies. Protect your babies. And some of y'all is y'all parents. Do y'all need to get counseling? Do y'all need therapy and go back to y'all childhood and deal with some stuff that y'all need to deal with? Do that. Stop sacrificing these babies' lives. Let them live. Let them live. Let them have a future. Just because you feel like you didn't have a future, don't mean it's right to take theirs away from them. I'm just saying, this is what's going on right now. We've been pointing this stuff out. We've been talking about this stuff. It's the sacrifice of our children, of our youth. That's what 7-11 is. We saw it. I pointed this stuff out to y'all on Kanika's memorial in the background. Who remember that? Drop me a one. I pointed to y'all out to 7-11. I said, y'all, she was the 7-11. And people got mad at me for looking at a 7-11 Beyonce video. I said, well, she did a whole song called 7-11. Let's just take a look at her video. And for me, her video could have been anything. I mean, they could have been walking down a runway and I wouldn't have been like, oh, okay, well, it's just you in a hotel drunk, looking like you stumbling. So, of course, to me, that made me say, okay, symbolism. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at symbolism. Y'all looking with the natural eye. I'm looking at symbolism because this is how they communicate. To where the natural eye and the natural person won't understand it or won't receive it because it's not for you to receive. It's a hidden messages, it's hidden code, it's Illuminati secrecy, which you are not supposed to even have an insight, inclination as to what's going on. And here it is, you have people exposing it for you, exposing it to you, and you don't even want to believe it. But when you see these news cases of these children dropping dead, you say, Lord, what's going on, Jesus? Father, what's going on in the world today? And you just had 2-3 weeks of studying that we just gave you. Jews, we just dropped on the table. We just showed you the enemy in his fullness. You still want to believe there's light shining around these cases. You still want to believe that these people was out there shining light last night, celebrating Kanika. When we showing you darkness and been showing you darkness not only in the case, surrounding the case, but the people that's involved with it. So sometimes it do. It get a little weird. It gets a little weird. Like I'm not here to keep on repeating myself. I'm showing y'all 9/11s. I'm showing y'all 7/11. I'm showing y'all attack on our youth. Look at Malia's case, and I bet you we can break that case down just as well and point out the exact same symbolism that you see in all these other ones because the overall picture is it's an attack on the youth. Moloch, the Baphomet, they want the children. And if they can get a hold to your baby, then that just says that the parents are asleep. So they don't really care about you because you already asleep. To even let them get close to your child, that goes to show you already asleep. Here it is. We celebrating. What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? This girl ain't even making it to C21. She still don't have justice. Can somebody drop in my chat room and tell me what we celebrating? Because from my understanding, I was told she didn't want to get a headstone because she wanted to wait till Kanika got justice. But everybody is saying it's okay to celebrate even though she don't have justice. They saying it's okay for her to get a man now, even though the daughters don't have justice. They saying all this other stuff is okay. But when it comes to actually putting a headstone out and engraving some heartfelt words or scripture on there, We don't wait till she gets justice to do that. What do y'all? I want to know in the chat room. What do y'all think Kanika's spirit felt yesterday? Do y'all think Kanika's spirit was happy, joyful, celebrating, sad, grieving, and do y'all believe? What do y'all believe her spirit felt? These doors have not been closed. They closed them, but she haven't got resolution. She haven't got justice. How do y'all think her spirit felt yesterday? So that's what we want to keep in mind, right? That's what made me, I thought about that yesterday. I said, dang, I wonder, is she celebrating or how she feels? Sun wasn't shining yesterday. It was raining. It was raining hard. It was supposed to be a thunderstorm. Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, I didn't want to um say anything negative. I did start out, like that, but like I said, when you looking in this case, it's so, and you actually looking at this thing from your mind, from your spirit, and not your heart, and not your own understanding. You can't help but to touch on some stuff that's just not right. Again, what are we celebrating? Did they put? Yeah, they put her in a coffin. They definitely put her in a coffin in that photo. I noticed that as well. I'm so glad y'all eyes is open. I'm so glad y'all eyes is open, and that's why they also celebrated on the 25th as well too. And I understand. I know I was say I ain't gonna say that because some people gonna say, "Oh, that's the weekend," and da da da. Yeah, at the same time, y'all gotta pay attention to them numbers. Them numbers don't lie. People do, but numbers don't. Numbers don't. Dude, it rained down right on them. One thing I wanted to point out too. Let me show you guys this because I know it's some, still some naysayers, and they hate to see me coming because I speak truth, and I really don't care. Let me make sure I have this. Hold on, I'm actually gonna send this to myself because this actually pisses me off. Hold on, I got something else to show y'all. Like this really pisses me off because these people are living their best life, and Kanika's gone. Kanika is gone. Everybody ranked up. They glowed up, living their best life. Look at Irene. Irene and her sister. Remember, y'all, we been said they ranked up. I think I said this like right after all of this stuff went down. I think maybe in my second video, I said Irene ranked up. You can definitely look and tell Irene ranked up, y'all. Look at, matter of fact, if y'all haven't yet, look at Irene and go through Irene's timeline. Just go take the time out to go through her timeline. Go through her stages. Go through her pictures like y'all did Kanika. Okay, and you can actually see. Irene development. You can actually see her rank up. And then look at Monifa as well. Monifa didn't rank up like Irene. Monifa ain't got the Irene money. Oh, no, no, no. Irene ranked up. You can look at her and tell she ranked up. Pay attention. Look at her sister and tell they ranked up. You see the Vice Lords got them covered. Are y'all paying attention? Do y'all see Monifa hanging with them? As a matter of fact, her status said, she good with just her three, with just them three. Irene said she don't mess with nobody else. Now I know Monifa is still on her page, liking her statuses and stuff like that. But as far as them hanging and any recent pictures, have anybody came across any recent pictures or lives or videos, anything with Monifa and Irene in them together? No, Irene is on a different level. Pay attention. She's on a different level than Monifa. Hello? They did a celebration, Melissa, for Kanika as well for her birthday. So this picture right here, just to bring some of y'all up to speed in case y'all haven't seen it, this is the night of their celebration. They had one as well that's on the 25th. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me bring everybody up to speed just in case y'all ain't peeped this out. Okay. So let me show y'all the three. Jesus, thank you. Let me show y'all the three from the 369. So you have three different parties going on in case y'all wasn't paying attention and peeping out. Teresa and them got a party going on a street called Purple Ave. I don't remember all the other street parties, okay? Irene them had another party on their street. Monifa and her friends them had another party on their street. Now, if there was other parties going on, please enlighten me. But there go your three right there from the pyramid, okay? So it's three parties going on that day. It wasn't just the party that Teresa and them was throwing. No, it's three parties. Okay, so if you notice, Monifa and them, her girls, not Monifa and Irene, no, Monifa and her girls party separately. Did they own little party. The Vice Lord had their little party, in which this picture that you seeing right here is a picture of Irene from the night of day party. Then you also had a party going on Purple Ave and Teresa. You got three different parties going on. Hello? Like we had three different hotels, like we had three different rooms involved inside the Crown Plaza. You see what I'm saying? So the number three, I'm just saying, y'all pay attention and keep lingering. You got three girls on this photo. I'm just paying attention to stuff. Kenny Facebook page say the big three. Okay, so pay attention to the numbers. The numbers don't lie. It don't lie. So you got the three, which always represents the pyramid. Okay. And like I said, if you notice that, Irene and her sisters dressed alike, Irene and her sister, and then you got what's her name in the middle. I just pay attention to things. Irene and her sister is definitely the captain. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so yeah, you got all these different groups having a party at the same time, and at the same time, they did the same thing last year, if y'all can remember. Okay, it was different parties going on last year, and Teresa had dropped the status and basically was like, if anybody want to have a party, for Kanika, that's all fine and dandy, but please, something she said, I forgot, but like, please don't get out of hand or something she said, and that's what kind of threw me last year because I was basically like, okay, so you accepting the fact that the Vice Lord is throwing a party for her? Because of course I seen one of the people that liked her status or commented on her status was a Vice Lord, Bree now, So she was basically giving a green light, saying it's okay to have a party for her, but just don't get too out of hand. Just be, smart and protect y'all. Be safe, I think is what the word she used. So they did this too last year. I didn't pay attention to how they had three different parties, but I definitely paid attention to the fact that other people had parties and they wasn't really having the parties together, because still remember you talking about breeds and vice lords and different games. You see what I'm saying? So they wasn't partying together, but they had different parties for her. So I noticed that last year and they did just as well. But this year, one thing I noticed that was different is Monique and her girls had a party. They probably did last year too, and I just didn't pay attention. But they had their own separate party. You see what I'm saying? So if y'all paying attention to this stuff, I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. You can definitely see certain people ranked up. You can definitely see the division in the groups, but yet the sacrifice of Kanika was more of a togetherness. So that's why they say it's a movement, because like every group took part in this together, because it was supposed to pave the way for a new world, a new order, a new agenda, a new awakening, a new time, a new arising of Chicago. Are y'all feeling what I'm saying right now? In case anybody want to say, why would all these people participate? Please rewind what I just said, because I didn't even know I was going to say what I just said. Rewind it. Okay, it was the end of one sacrifice, the beginning of something new. Are y'all feeling me? That's why they ride me so tough, because they know, and I'm awakening people's minds to what's going on. Thank you, Melissa. I know you caught that. If did nobody else catch that, I know you caught it. That's why all these different groups got their hands in it, because this was epic. This was a movie. Anytime you say a movie, it mean epic. Anytime you say epic, it mean a movie. Kanika's whole death was epic. It was a movie. Are y'all starting to wake up to what I'm saying? Let me know, because the Father is with us, and I have no problem with going back repeating myself. Y'all know that, because sometimes I say things and it's for the first time for me, so I have to repeat myself. Like, what did I just say? Jesus. Okay, let me know if there's anything y'all want to talk about. I'm pretty much freestyling this lab just to touch bases with you all. And like I said, I did not prepare to. I prepared to come on yesterday and just do like a prayer in a moment of silence for Kanika, but I didn't get a chance to get around to doing that. So I'm looking for some photos, looking for some stuff that I wanted to bring up to you guys. And if it's something that y'all want to talk about, drop it in the chat room. It's another photo I'm looking for and I want to share with you guys too. Like I said, I'm here to open the minds of our people, open the eyes of the blind. So that is why I'm here, and that is what I do. Okay. So y'all have to notice with Irene and Monifa relationship, um, it's more of a mutual respect type of thing. It's not like they hang like they used to. Now they might start doing it. Notice when you point certain things out, people actually do it, and they put it in the atmosphere to try to make you look like a fool. But you wasn't doing it prior to me speaking on it, so you ain't fooled me. You might have fooled them, but you ain't fooled me. That just let me know you listening, or you got somebody listening. and reporting. And trust me, it's a lot of them. Who is Kingship? And you live in New York, and I'm 9 years old. Oh no, baby. I want you to protect yourself, and understand it's an attack. It's an attack on our youth right now. There's an attack on you right now. You know, if you have the blood of Jesus over you, you walk in it. Walk in it, walk in his word, cleave to him, walk in his will, his authority, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But you have to understand who you belong to. You have to know who you belong to. You have to be sure of that in this time, baby. So maybe this message was for you to listen to, for you to to understand that and to have that understanding. But me and my family, we definitely cover you guys. We cover our youth. Okay, I'm looking for this photo, y'all. Sometimes it takes me a while to get some when I send it to myself. Direction. Do not get thrown off by distraction. Okay. Okay, I know y'all seen this being passed around. Um, for Kanika's birthday celebration. Did you see this, Melissa? This is the flyer. This is one of the flyers they had passed around. Um, your spirit just jumped. Mine's too when I first seen it. Mine's too when I first seen it. See, everybody is not gonna catch it. Everybody is not gonna catch it. But when I first seen it, the flyer, I think I caught this off her cousin's page. I think her cousin Jasmine. I don't remember, but I got this off one of the family's page. When I seen this, my spirit jumped just as well, just like Melissa said, because I automatically saw the whole Egyptian background. I automatically caught the pyramid, automatically caught the diamond. Remember when y'all think back to our conversation, okay? Because God always gonna send us confirmation. Think back to our conversations where I was like, the pyramid is not just a pyramid, y'all. It's a diamond. As above, so below. It's the diamond. You see the pyramid? Remember, I kept saying it's a diamond. You see the purple. We already know purple is the Illuminati color. We've been saying that. We see the pyramid. We see the Egyptian background in the back. Like the flyer immediately caught my eye. And anybody that knows the type of information that we've been sharing with y'all, and y'all know anything about Illuminati, y'all know anything about what I've been saying to y'all, we see a symbolism all on the flyer. And I know I'm only gonna say this because Melissa, because Melissa gonna have something to say. Remember the ice cube? that was shaped like a diamond, a triangle. Yeah, Melissa, I had to bring up the ice cube in the freezer being shaped like a triangle. Wow, really? Tanisha, was it an old one? Was it from last year? Was that a new picture? That ice cube, I know. I know, I know. And then remember, we also brought up the number 12. We was also talking about how symbolic 12 is. I mean, just turn that 21 around, you got 12. But remember, we also talked about the 369 and the three being at the top of the pyramid. Two plus one is three. I mean, when I'm telling y'all the symbolic, then you got at the bottom the seven. The 711. Okay, if you add up her birthday, we already know that. Well, not her birthday, but the day they actually celebrated. You got the 711 and the 911 on the bottom of the flyer. All right. Um, but that whole 21 celebration, and I know when a natural, it's a big celebration anyway. Trust and believe, I understand this, okay? But we looking at things from a natural standpoint just as well as a spiritual standpoint. Number 12 and number 3 is very symbolic in their occult world. Okay, so the triangle, which we already said was a diamond, because as above, so below. The number three again. Remember, I just showed y'all they use that 369. They use the number three. I believe that they represent three. Chicago might represent three, and I say that because of what's his name, the rapper, Chance the Rapper. He always wear number three, and he's from Chicago. So I don't know if they represent three on the pyramid. The number three, I don't know. And we also know that Kenny and his friends represent three. Remember, Tenacious said the big three. They. So I don't know if this like based off of regions. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm just saying, 369 is the cult symbolism. And we see a lot of representation of the number three coming out of Chicago. Okay, so that number 21 was actually huge. And like somebody said, that was a huge occult celebration. Okay, look at the flyer. Oh, okay, Kanisha. Yeah, I didn't see that. All right, so yeah, just wanted to point that out to y'all. If y'all don't believe what we saying, I mean, I'm telling y'all this. You have to look at the symbolism. You have to look at the symbolism. It's there. All right. Then you got the duality of her name too. Kenenek. You see what I'm saying? You got the duality right there. They made sure to put that exclamation mark right there for the duality in her name. I see the number three right there in the middle of the pyramid. I see the Egyptian background. You see what I'm saying, y'all? It's really obvious to the trained eye. All right. So I want y'all to kind of just peep that. It's a lot of cult leaders um using these smaller groups to create chaos and confusion and sacrifices and feed their reptilian animalistic spirits. All right, whether you want to be awakened to it or not, this is exactly what's going on. All right, and certain things is just a biggest kept secret, and this case being one of them. If you can't travel down a dark rabbit hole or down a dark web, we shine a light on the darkness. We shine a light on it. All right. So I just showed y'all how If you pay attention and just, kind of follow these people on Facebook, they pretty much dismantle. You can kind of see who's still clicked up with um, who's not. People have pretty much gone their own way. It seemed like just until Kanika's birthday, it seemed like they pretty much had killed her memory. They wasn't even posting about Kanika like that. So her birthday was coming up. All of a sudden, you getting all these back-to-back posts about her. Okay, and keep in mind, it's all about energy. It's all about energy. That's why they playing the people like a deck of cards. Okay, so yeah, I didn't want to go there this morning, but you know what? We can only go where the Lord take us. So hey, it is what it is. I had something else I wanted to well, something else that I just thought I can pull up and show y'all. And then I'm pretty much done. If y'all have anything y'all want to talk about, we can chat it up about it. And I just pretty much wanted to touch bases with y'all before I started my day, so it didn't end up like yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to come on here and talk to y'all. So I said, let me do that first thing in the morning. With all these strange pop ups now. People laughing, making a game out of this. We have Monifa laughing, thinking this is funny on live. Like it's just this whole stuff was just irritating my soul, y'all. Following these people and keeping up with what's going on and whew. Like somebody said, I just want justice for Kanika and I just be so glad when her time comes. I just think that when her time comes, it's going to be like another epic moment, and it's going to be devastating and heartbreaking. It's going to be a bittersweet moment just as well as a joyful feeling. You see what I'm saying? I say bittersweet because it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be implemented in their death that y'all didn't think that was involved. Or it was, hard for a lot of people to believe that it was involved. So I don't believe it will be something that would just be easy breezy. You get what I'm saying? This is the reason why the Lord have to prepare us for what's to come. Okay, well, I'm tired of looking for that photo. Let me go in the chat room and see what y'all talking about. It's a game to some people, and the reason why I say I don't. Okay, this is the way I read some people. I don't really read it like it's a game to some people. Let me show y'all this. I read it like, how can I say it? For some, like Monifa, for instance, I don't think for everybody, but I think with Monifa, I think with her, it's more of a building her confidence thing and not letting the world break her. You see what I'm saying? So some things, you know how you have to laugh through your pain, or you have to laugh it off and pretend to not be bothered. I think she did that so much to where she really just unbothered about the world's comments and them throwing shade and all that stuff at her or saying whatever they said. Like I think in the beginning she was weak, like she probably did want to kill herself, and somebody must have taught her how to kind of like when somebody say something negative, because remember they being schooled, they are groups, they are gangs, and they trying to be strong enough to fit in a different circle, in a more upscale circle. You see what I'm saying? So somebody must have showed her how to laugh through your pain, laugh when the world is coming at you, or saying certain things at you. And it seemed like to me she did that so much to where now she's just actually so unbothered. That demon have literally controlled her to where she's just so unbothered because she's practiced being unbothered for so long. I can read people, and that's how I read Monifa. With Irene, I think Irene had went through so much in her life to where she was just extremely, at one point, afraid of her safety and her life and her son's safety, but she wasn't afraid of no evil or her participating in evil or doing no harm to nobody. I think she was trained to do that. You just wanted to make sure, you know what I'm saying, like her and her family was protected and make sure the people that she entrusted in had her front and back. But I don't see her as being scary. Out the group, I believe she's the least scariest. Drop me a one if y'all can agree with me. If y'all don't, then hey. But that's just the way I read them. So when I say, they thought it was funny, I don't mean like, just mocking her whole death. Some might have used it as a mockery, but the way I look at it with those two girls is just how I explained it. Like, it ended up becoming what it is type of thing. It just becoming what it is whatever it is type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't did it now and we can't let the world break us. Okay, I sent myself some pictures. Let me see if I get them right away. Sometimes it takes a minute. Yeah, most definitely, Miss Wilson. Most definitely. It started with them because they was put in a position to start it out, to do what they did. They was puppets. They were puppets. At the same time, they got something out of it. I mean, it benefits them to be puppets. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you guys, when it comes to the gang world, it's something that we have to remember. We have to think like and this is the reason why I was able to figure so much out because I have to think like these people, think like I'm in a gang and like I'm young again, still in the streets, or like I'm in the streets of Detroit, or like I'm hanging in the streets of Chicago, or like I'm in a cart or want to be in a cart. The main thing that these people care about is money and ranking up and status. Money and status. That's it. It's all about money and status at the end of the day. Okay, Irene ranked up. Irene has a little bit more money and status. And now she limited her circle and she cut her circle down. Okay, pay attention. She chopped her circle down. You notice these girls ain't hang like why think about it. Don't you think they should be even closer than they was as we all suffered the same pain of losing a close friend, losing somebody who was like a sister to us. Why don't you see the three, four amigos still hanging out? The friends that do you get what I'm saying? The circle still tight. No, the circle broke up. Now you don't be fooled by the little comments on Instagram because you never really see them go live. You never see them in photos together. You see what cliques hanging together. And when you understand that what type of lifestyle they live, then you understand that they are all about ranking and money. You ain't never seen Irene looking this good. Drop me a one if y'all seen Irene looking this good. Not looking this good. Irene got a little money, a little status right now. Pay attention and peace. Now that's facts. Got a little celebrity. Google her name. Google her name. She got a little celebrity. These ain't ordinary people. Or whatever John Legend said. Okay? Because they not. They not. Stupid them. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did, Miss Ware. Because it's another group oh God. Whew. Mm, mm, mm. I hate to kind of put it out there. It's a group that organized these groups to come together. God have shown me so much, y'all. But in the midst of Him showing me this stuff, y'all, we have to tarry, we have to pray, and but I'm telling y'all, it's another group that organized these gangs, that organized these groups to come together and to carry out this mission. And they have yet to be exposed. But I believe they have been following me and just waiting. She think the world is she think everybody is stupid. Oh my God. Yeah, they playing the game with everybody. She wearing that name well. They playing the game with everybody. And y'all, we have to really understand what we seeing is just seriously like it's not funny to me, but it's nothing to see. Like it's nothing for us to even want to celebrate because of the fact of the matter. I have not got her justice. Many people that's lying is just man, it's horrible. It's horrible. But symbolism is all there. Even from the promotion of, like I said, this celebration or whatever ceremony or whatever you want to call it that they had. They call them stupid. They got a new they call them stupid, and I guess they call them that. I was trying to figure out like why they call them stupid and why do they wear it? Like why does she wear that name? You know what I'm saying? Well, remember Irene posted a status and she said in order to be smart, you have to know when to play stupid. Thank you, Jesus. I just got it. Because I was wondering the same thing, y'all. And I think he just gave it to me right live in front of y'all. Remember she wrote a status. She wrote a status something saying something about because she wear the name stupid. Um, like her and her girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember she wrote a status, and this was like prior to the party, and it could have been during the time of one of the other parties that Kanika was at because y'all know I now believe that she was at three different hotels and they bounced her around. And this is the reason why the police said in the beginning that it was just too much for them to kind of pinpoint together because she was kind of everywhere. Okay. But anyway, remember Irene had a status and she said something about in order to be smart, you have to know when to play stupid. Okay. So I believe this is why she's saying she's stupid because it's really like the opposite of saying she's smart. You know what I'm saying? Because she know how to play stupid. Her friends is stupid now. They stupid now. Like they act stupid. Like you know what I'm saying? But they know how to play smart. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too. So I could be wrong. You know, it could be like the opposite. I don't know. But she did put up a status and said something about in order to be stupid, you had to be smart or something. I don't know. But her sister, and I forgot the other girl name, but I know the other girl was Rico's baby mama, Kanika ex baby mama. Those three are really tight. Like they in their own little circle. together. And I believe that those three ranked up. Maybe not so much Rico baby mama, but definitely Irene and her sister. Okay. And they call themselves stupid numb. And they only really and they don't call themselves this in the hood. I haven't heard them say it on no live or nobody said on the post, but I think that like somebody said they was mocking everybody. You see what I'm saying? It was kind of for the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it was for the Kanika party, and she knew the photo was gonna go viral. And just so happened on the back of her shirt she has stupid numb. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it was kind of a mockery too as well. Hey Mimi, what surgery did Teresa have last week? Good question, Kanisha. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Do anybody know the answer to that? What surgery did Teresa have last week? Hey, EG. I'm trying to get my baby through. We got graduation now. We just slayed prom. So now we got graduation in a couple days, and then we're gonna take our little summer vacation, and then get her ready for college. So I'm gonna kind of be like in and out for a while. Her other titty, you is crazy, Queen. Hey, Queen. I'm distraught too, Mimi. Queen, you is crazy. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I heard the group that I was in talking about her surgery. I'm not sure exactly what she went in for, but I can tell you like what was being said. But it do seem like she go read the song lyrics I posted in the group. Okay, Melissa, what song is Melissa? I gotta find it. My stuff acting slow now. Okay, but to answer your question, Kanisha, I don't know. It do seem kind of strange. I'm a fan of that video you talking about, or that song lyrics you talking about, Melissa. But it seemed mighty strange that they said last year. I don't know if it's true or not, but they said last year she had surgery right around Kanika's birthday. So I don't know. It seemed like she kind of the type of person that throw the ball and had her hand. Like she kind of be like, set it up, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out of here. Let me stop. I don't want to be negative and talk about that girl, mama. I don't know. I really don't know. Cause I don't want to just be negative and just be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just stick to the story, stick to the facts. I don't want to just come off like I'm just, being a hater of another human, and it's not that way at all. Don't be ugly, cause I can be, and I was gonna say some like real kind of like that might come off a little disrespectful, whatever. And like I said, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm only gonna do that when I'm called to say that and go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just be so quick to go there. Mm-mm. If I'm told to read you, I read you, but I ain't just gonna go there for no reason. This year, too, she just had it like a few days ago. Then was doing a lab at the park. Exactly. I mean, just like I mentioned before. Okay, so We had her on the 6th looking nice and healthy. Okay, like seriously, like looking like she was healthy and good spirits. Looked like she was even drunk, a little turned up. Okay, I don't remember her mentioning anything about surgery. I have to go in for surgery tomorrow. Pray for me. Y'all remember that video she did with her sister, right? The one she spoke wealth into existence. That video. Okay. So you have her on the 6th speaking wealth into existence, turned up with her sister, looking nice and drunk. I don't recall on that video her saying, "You guys, I gotta have surgery in a couple days. Pray for me." Okay. Couple days later, her daughter goes to a party, turn up missing. She having surgery. A couple days before that, you was just on labs. See what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like it just never seemed real to me. And that's just like I said, I don't want to be negative, but that's just me. But it just never seemed authentic. You was just turning up on lab. Don't even look like you was. I mean, they didn't even speak nothing about surgery, unless when she talked about money when I become rich because she knew she was gonna file a malpractice suit because she had a surgery coming. Other than that, I don't know. I didn't hear her say anything about surgery. I got a surgery coming. Pray for me, lab. Yada yada yada. None of that stuff. Okay, she was turned up. Then a couple of days later, she was this sick lady, this sick, helpless, weak lady that could barely make it to the hotel. I'm just saying. It kind of reminded me of what Kanisha just said. Like, dang, you was just on live. I mean, you just took a picture of in the hospital, sick, weak. A couple days later, you out there partying with everybody. Like, it just don't, and we've seen it twice. We've seen it twice now. Y'all know my thoughts on it. I believe that the public is being played. I believe that people that don't um, have eyes to see is being played. And that's my take on it. Okay. That's just my take on it. Okay. So let me find this what Melissa is talking about. Read the song lyrics. Melissa, what song is this? What song is this? Oh, Murder by Numbers. Okay. All right, so we gonna Melissa won't. She got us a copy of it, and this is why this is important too for those that say why it's important because this is what they do, y'all, in a cult. They don't just murder; they murder by numbers, and this is the reason why people can pinpoint out um, sacrificial rituals, okay, and ceremonies because they murder by numbers. All right, so it was a song. I forgot his name. What was it? Who was the author of this song? What was his name again, Melissa? Drop it in the chat room if you can. And we're gonna look over these lyrics so you guys can understand exactly. Like she said, this song right here. She pointed this out before, but we actually got the lyrics in here. This song actually explains how they're killing today and what they're doing. You guys can't believe everything that you see on the news. You just can't. Period. Okay, that's just to put you in fear. It's a madman on the news. This, you know what I'm saying, is whatever, whatever. And you notice that she never targeted the kids. She always targeted Rosemont. It was always about Rosemont and CPD and Rosemont PD. And you see what I'm saying? Because it's the black versus white thing. Regardless to what, don't fall for the little things in between when she already got your spirit roused up and got your energy going. And you see what I'm saying? And looking at the white man as a target anyway. Okay, we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, y'all. We not in a spiritual warfare with the white man. We in spiritual warfare with the evil spirit. Whether that may be white, black, whatever. They done already sold out to the white man if you want to be 100 for money. So shit, like you already work for him. Why should I look at him a certain way? And you done already sold out to him. You his master puppet. And you know that. But anyway, okay, so this is the lyrics to the song. Once that I know some of y'all have already decided to read it, but once that you decided on a killing, first you make a stone of your heart. And this is one thing too. Remember when I was reading you guys, it kind of reminded me of when I was reading you guys the post that they was writing back in the day when they was saying that you can't hide no feelings. Remember during the time of Kanika's death, it seemed like they was communicating with each other, and they was saying like, you can't hide no feelings. You got to leave your feelings out of this, basically. But anyway, that's because you have to first make your heart of stone, your stone of a heart. And if you find that your hands are still willing to do it, then you could turn a murder into art. Okay, you could turn a murder into art, into a movie, make it epic. Is anybody following me? At any point you ain't following me because I believe Jesus is getting ready to reveal. Let me know. You could turn a murder into a movie and make it epic and get clout and get celebrity and get money and rank up from a simple murder. Then you can turn a murder into art. There really isn't any need for bloodshed. You just do it with a little bit. You just do it with a little more finesse. If you can slip a tablet into someone's coffee or Red Bull, because remember the one thing that's going on around with our youth is Red Bull, the energy drinks. This is what they have, and especially in Chicago. I noticed it's a similarity. Red Bull. Okay, and it's easy to slip something in somebody's Red Bull. All right. Then it avoids an awful lot of mess. All right. So we ain't got to do no. So they talk about, niggas in Chicago don't kill like that. Niggas in the hood don't kill like that. But smart people do because they know it avoids a lot of mess. It's murder by numbers, is what this card is doing. 1, 2, and 3. This is the reason why both numbers was pressed on the elevator. To some of y'all, that means nothing. When that was brought to me, that was huge. I said, wow, they're going 911. The 11 is opposite of 9 on the elevator. That's the 911. So, okay, that's letting us know right there. This is the murder by numbers. Y'all, this is a song lyric by a famous author. Okay? Okay, where am I at? I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta add my own little narration to it. It's as easy as learning your ABCs to where somebody like Malika could catch on to it. Okay, it's murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as learning your ABCs. Now, if you have a taste for this experience, if you're flourished, is that flush with your very first success, then you must try a twosome or a threesome. You'll find your conscience bothers you much less because murder is like anything you take to. It's a habit forming need for more and more. And what will form a young person's need to kill? Money or status. I did that. Where did I leave off at? Okay, you'll find your conscience bothers you less and less. You'll start understanding the fact that you're a demon. Basically, you'll just accept the fact I'm a demon. I got a hidden demon inside me, and you'll have less of a conscience, and you'll be able to celebrate death, somebody's death. You'll be like, okay, well, you my angel now. You'll be able to celebrate it, even though they haven't. You know that they not gonna get peace. You know that their spirit not gonna be at rest. You still able to celebrate it because you have no conscience. Because murder is like anything you take to. It say, okay, I already said that part. You can bump off every member of your family and anybody else you can find aboard. Because this murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3, is as easy to learn as your ABCs. Murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3, is as easy to learn as your ABCs. Now you can join the ranks of the illustrious. I don't know. It's history's great dark hall of fame. Hmm. All of our greatest killers were industrious. I'm gonna say inducted. At least the ones that we all know by name. But you can reach the top of your profession if you become the leader of the land. This is what they teach in this occult world. This is what they teach. For murder is the sport. I'm sorry. For murder is the sport of the elected, and you don't need to lift a finger of your hand. All you got to do is participate in the art. Okay, you got to lift a finger. Just participate in the art, and you will be ranked up. You will be considered the leader of your land, the top of your profession. Okay, the reason you could be called stupid now. You and your girls are stupid now. That's a status. That's a way. That's a praise, a celebration. We stupid now because your position, you ain't even got to lift a finger, and you smart just by playing dumb. Okay, this is what they teach these people, y'all. All right, you don't have to lift a finger or your hand of your hand because it's murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3 is as easy as learning your ABCs. Okay, this is the song murder by numbers. Because it's murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3 is easy as learning your ABCs. All right, so this is one thing that Melissa wanted to point out to you guys, and this is exactly what we showing you guys when we look at the numbers behind these people's deaths. Okay, and we pointing out the rituals and things behind these people's deaths. It's all orchestrated. It's orchestrated chaos. All right, so that's deep. That's deep. I have been thinking about the others that were hurt or killed the same night KJ was killed, and what did they know, especially the people that was in the car accident in the church. If y'all remember, yes, yes, Keisha, definitely, definitely. We believe that others was murdered that night. Me myself personally, I believe that they had somebody to come in. Okay, it's so much, and then I actually have to sit back and gather all the pieces together because now I believe it was. Now I see the 369 duality. Now I actually believe it was three hotels involved and three different cliques and You see what I'm saying? And how can I say this? Hmm, I lost my train of thought. Let me go back, and this is why I can never do a Q&A because I lose my train of thought too much. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Okay, so yeah, I actually believe that there was somebody else that was maybe murdered that night and not murdered that night, attacked that night and harmed that night, and maybe got away, got out. And I don't know if this person is being trafficked. I don't know if KJ was actually being trafficked. This person, like, it's just so much that I'm still wanting God to clear up with that. But I just still feel that somebody was actually sold off into trafficking. I really feel real strongly about that. Who I don't know. As far as the girl that died in a car accident, from my understanding, she found out about the plan or something. I don't know this to be facts, but from my understanding, she found out about the plan and she wasn't with it, and that's why they ended up killing her. But like I said, that's just from hearsay and talking to other people that had looked into her death. But yeah, and so that was pretty much set up like or staged like a car accident. You see what I'm saying? Because she just wasn't down with the plan, and it was basically staged. They able to stage this stuff because they working with higher ups. They working with people that control the news media, the security systems. The you see what I'm saying? So yeah, when people, I don't even understand why people still argue to this day whether or not the footage was edited or whether or not, like, that's just so redundant to me. Of course it was edited. Of course. And so I think when people, if they feel the need to argue that, it's because they trying to say like, look, the kids couldn't have possibly been involved with this right here. They couldn't have possibly had any control over the editing of the footage and stuff like that. But when you realize that everybody is connected and everybody is linked together, then you understand everybody had a part to play. Everybody had a role. Everybody have a significant part in these murders that took place at that hotel, or traffic, or whoever was, signed over to be trafficking. So yeah. But like Melissa said before, I don't think everybody knew everything because they never show their whole hand. But whatever that girl found out, it cost her life because she wasn't down for doing it, from what I understand. Crown Plaza, DoubleTree, Marriott Hotel. Yep, all three of them. I think all three of them is involved, and I actually think the Crown Plaza and DoubleTree, um, don't do. Have anybody analyzed both of their hallways and seen if their hallways was exactly alike? That was something I wanted to do when I got back. The Crown Plaza and the DoubleTree hallway. Now I know what the front desk area check-in look like, but I'm talking about the actual hallways. I think that we should do a good comparison, and also the Marriott. Then we should do a good comparison on all three of those hallways. Okay. I don't know. It's just that's something that also stood out to me too. That's something that we need to look at because I definitely believe all three hotels was involved. Because y'all can remember in the beginning, the police said that um she was all over the place. She was in more than one hotel, right? And so we have a party that actually started on the third, which was the BD's party. And like I said, if we looking at a 369, if they use the 369, then that could have been a party that she went to on the third, and she could have been passed to it. Could have been another party on the sixth, and then she was found. She was they transported to a freezer or found in the freezer. Or not. You see what I'm saying? For you had a 369, because they use the 369 all the time. They have to have that 369 energy going. You see what I'm saying? So I do believe that it was three hotels involved. I do believe that they were in maybe a room 69 or 609, and it could have been at a different hotel. Like we never even seen a room 609 be involved in the Crown Plaza. We just heard PZ mention it. 609 could have been the room at the DoubleTree, or it could have been a room at the Marriott. We have to pay attention to the numbers because that's what they using to communicate. That's what they was using to carry out the ritual, the numbers. So I'm telling you, like, if I was able to just sit here and make sense of everything and just look at everything, I know it'll all line up and it'll all make sense. Okay, what didn't make sense to us in the natural will make sense when you apply occult symbolism to it. It would all start to make sense because these people are occultic. Period. Every last one of them, even Teresa, every last one of them are occultic. So okay, Cheryl, have a good day, honey. Thank you for swinging by. I just want to touch bases with you guys. I'm not going to be on here long. Okay, you definitely want to put up them DoubleTree records, and I want to see what the inside of the hotel, the halls and stuff look like. Also on the and did they mention anything about the Marriott whatsoever? And it's crazy that they didn't, and it's crazy that they didn't give us footage from the DoubleTree. It's crazy that they left everything out and pretty much narrowed it down to the Crown Plaza because I believe after the ritual, that's where she was found. So pretty much, why involve the other hotel? I mean, even involving other hotels and involving and laying everything out, it would definitely show a crime, and that's something that they was not trying to do. They was just trying to create a narrative that it was an accident for the public, you know. So that's exactly what we got. That's exactly what we got. Yeah, Tamika, it feels good just to be able to talk about Kanika because when I get notifications from some YouTubers, and when I get notifications from YouTubers, I'll be expecting to have or to listen to conversations about Kanika and not no drama, not no bull stuff. Like we just want to just if we just sit here and just talk about the case and try to make sense of the case. I believe that God will reveal a lot just through a conversation. Just because we've taken the time to open up them doors and revisit her death and bring it back up. And I think that, that's what we should be focused on, y'all, and other cases as well. And not these other distractions that the enemy is putting out here. Not everybody gonna like you. When you understand everybody ain't gonna like you, then hey, I'm telling y'all, I get it now. That's why I ain't trying to go back and forth with nobody else. Like I get it. And everybody gonna like me. Okay, cool. Let's keep it to pushing. We should be. Yes, I definitely want to discuss Malia Davis. I definitely want to discuss Malia Davis. Marriott has an outdoor pool. Crown Plaza has an indoor. I'm not sure about DoubleTree. What about a balcony? What about a back? Which hotel have a balcony? Marriott have a balcony and DoubleTree. Every time I think about the pool, I see the man who looked in there and was about to run on that elevator. Mm. The Marriott. I would like to look at those videos again and try to. That's crazy. I think that they really merged things together like a movie, like a mini movie. Like they merged everything together. These is different nights we looking at. We looking at different hotels. We looking at. You see what I'm saying? I think they really merged it. They was creative. It was art. It's murder by numbers and it's art. Is anybody feeling me? That's exactly what we looking at. And that's just like looking at a already painted picture and trying to pull away each color and what was painted first. And you see what I'm saying? Trying to break that down. Like this is art. And they have really created a masterpiece with this thing right here. A mini movie. And it was definitely epic because it drew the whole world's attention. Okay, probably got more views than a real Hollywood movie that came out that year. Probably got more views than it. Was more talked about than the movie It. That's crazy. Crown Plaza has a pool but no balcony. I've been to the parking lot of the Crown Plaza before. Crown Plaza has an indoor pool though, right? Not an outdoor pool. And if we was to believe that she was actually there, um, at the Marriott when Kenneth Tartan had their party on the third, like I said, if that is a 3-6-9 correlation, if she actually did party with them on the third, then how we know we not seeing pieces from the third as well as the sixth, as well as you see what I'm saying? Like we need the inside of the Marriott. We need to look at the inside of the DoubleTree Hotel. We need to compare the halls, the hallways. No, I mean, it's just too much that was just left open. The police kind of hinting off that she was at more than one hotel. but not actually saying which ones, what dates. You see what I'm saying? Not giving us no surveillance footage. Y'all, this is just a mess. It's just a big mess. Like, you seriously need the Holy Spirit and spiritual discernment, because this is just a big mess. For real. It's too many unanswered questions. And it's too much that you can just assume just by the little details they did give us. It's too much. Okay. Y'all also know Bill Murray. What about that Bill Murray and Selena Gomez movie? I just think that that's real strange. The same owner of the Caddyshack got a movie with Selena Gomez that came out this year. It either came out this year or it's coming out this year. The Dead Don't Die. The dead don't die. And y'all know I look at symbolism. I look at everything, okay, with a fine tooth. And the reason why I really didn't want to bring this up, because I want to try to make a connection and see if it's a real connection there. Because a lot of people believe that, and I really wish that she get this body exhumed and we really just know 100% that Kanika still had her organs and stuff intact. But let's just say she didn't, and let's say that it was her organs was sold, her kidney was sold to Selena. Let's just travel there for a second, okay? Because right now you can't just go eliminating stuff. Okay, we can't just eliminate stuff. It was at one point I didn't even want to discuss that whatsoever. But now where I'm at now, I'm like, let's just visit that for a moment. Okay, so here it is. You have the owner of the restaurant have a movie deal with the girl, the celebrity that you guys say possibly have her kidney, in which the movie is called "The Dead Don't Die." Bill Murray brother was the person releasing the doves at the burial site. Get out of here! Get out of here! I did not know that. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's take a look at these Murray brothers, because, and the reason why I say that, y'all, because remember I was saying before, when I was saying, like, who would have the information to even know about that Kanika's kidney would be a match for Selena. Remember I was saying that before, and we kind of like visited the idea of, okay, if Teresa was an Eastern Star, then she would, Kanika as a child be going to the Shrine Hospital, and which probably could be the same one that alter documents or prescribe her Topamax if that's the case. Um, but we was trying to like say, well, okay, well, how would they even be able to know that she would be a match for Selena? Okay, so we said that it would have to be somebody that was connected to Kanika to even be able to make that connection. You know what I'm saying? To even be able to help to make that connection. But anyway, so being the fact that the Murray brothers are Freemasons, this is something else I found out, are Freemasons and connected to the hotel owners. Okay, they got a business deal. So we know they're connected to the hotel owner, who is also connected to Carl Nesbitt, who is also connected to Kanika's family, because the Nesbitts are connected to Kanika's family. That all connect, like that all connection right there. But anyway, I'm looking up something while I'm talking at the same time, so I'm kind of like losing my frame of thought. But let me look up this Bill Murray thing so you guys can see. They got this movie coming out called The Dead Don't Die. Somebody just said in the chat room that his brother is the one that released the doves, which was new news to me. And as a parent, just, I mean, especially with the whole Kendrick Johnson thing, wouldn't you guys want to, if this was your, wouldn't you want to get the body exhumed just to make sure, just to know for sure that her organs wasn't missing? Hold on, let me get my child. Okay. So yeah, that Lifetime movie was off the chain, and people paid $1 million to watch it on the dark web. Wow. Yeah, like that would tell everything. I don't know about them dating. I just know they got a movie coming out. But look. So I just want y'all to peep this out. Like seriously, just pay attention to the connection. Okay, just pay attention to the connection. Now we just kind of like drifting off. Pay attention to the connection. Okay, so you have a client who has a client that need a kidney. They need this kidney for this client because she's been suffering with lupus. She's been getting ill, and she's getting ready to go on the set to make this $1 million movie, $1 million film, or whatever the case may be. Okay, um, you put it out there to other occult leaders, to other Masonic leaders. All right, Carl Nesbitt is also connected. He have a connection to the hotel owner, who is connected to Bill Murray, who is connected to Selena Gomez. You see what I'm saying? Carl Nesbitt would not have access or information to Kanika's um what is it called? He would have the information to know whether or not she would be a match for Selena, right? He would have the information, but her mom would, or would be able to get access to the information. Family would be able to get access to that information. And so, like I'm saying, I just believe that they all link together, and I believe it's as simple as one, two, three. Seriously, when you look at it. And so Carl will reach out to what's his name, James Coleman. I got a client that's willing to pay such amount of money if we can get such done. Carl Nesbitt, James Coleman, Teresa Martin, I believe would be the head to lead to come up with a plan for they young Masonic children to carry out. Because remember, we looking at the children of Masons. Okay, these not ordinary kids. Okay, and we see the gang banging part. Okay, but what people don't realize is that some of these people have ranked up. They wasn't just ordinary gang bangers, or at least trying to. I'm trying to find this movie so you guys can see. Okay, and so what if this whole plan was put together, put in place, carried out by the kids? Both parties get what they want from the upper pyramid to the lower pyramid. Everybody walk away satisfied. Okay, a narrative was set in place to explain the remains or whatever, not even the remains, but to explain the mysterious death or disappearance of Kanika. So this supposed to be like some type of zombie movie. The Dead Don't Die. Okay, and like I told you, oh, it's actually in theaters. Oh, on the June the 21st is when it come out. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask. My kids is calling me. Okay. All right, here you is. You killing two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? You have people ranking up in they degree, and you also have a happy client with a kidney, possibly. Now we just traveling down this road. We don't know for a fact if Selena got this girl kidney, but we just traveling down this road for a minute. But okay, so I just pulled up the screen where you can actually see that there's a movie called The Dead Don't Die, come out June 21st, with Bill Murray and Selena Gomez. Now for me, it's really like somebody said, everything that we see ain't just coincidental. Okay, like it's just crazy to me that they got a movie out called The Dead Don't Die. So I don't know about them dating, but I definitely know that they are business partners and they did this movie together. Okay. And so one of the girls said one of the Murray brothers released the doves. Why would he even be involved in Kanika's funeral? Are we waking up to something? Why would he even be involved in her funeral? That just don't make sense. That he would be involved. Do you know that for a fact? See, murder. See, when you know what murder by numbers is something that happens. Rituals and things like this is something that happen normally in secret, but when they push it to the public and they push it with a false narrative attached to it, that's when it becomes propaganda. See, when I tell people that this story is real and fake, a lot of times they don't understand what I'm saying. People really died that night. And people hate to believe that, but it's true. People really died that night because the numbers don't lie. The occult numbers is all around. Occult symbolism is all around her case. I showed y'all as above, so below. I showed y'all 369. I showed y'all 711, 911. Find me another occult symbolism. I bet y'all find it. I showed y'all the colors of CERN. Even from, I don't even want to believe that. My heart don't want to believe that Teresa is involved. But the fact that I see symbolism even coming from the mob, as well as everything else attached to this case. Now, this is what these occult people perform. This is what they do. Okay, because this was a time in 2017 where it was ushering us into a new time. This is real life stuff we talking about, y'all. But what becomes false and what becomes fake and what becomes propaganda and what becomes a plan, a plot just to suck all our energy out is the fake narrative, is what they actually push to us. That's when it becomes propaganda, fear tactic, because y'all are the ones that's really behind it. Y'all the ones really behind it. Definitely, yes. I definitely believe Trayvon dad was a part of propaganda. I definitely believe. I showed y'all in one of my videos. I showed y'all where he also was used for the military martial law war that they got coming. I definitely believe that he was a part of the race war propaganda, just as well as Kanika, just as well as Kanika. And she's talking peaceful rally. I mean, she's been talking peaceful rallies, but how is it gonna be a peaceful rally? And it ain't no sleeping in Rosemont when they come around. Think about it. Don't be fooled by the words that they saying. I mean, just pay attention to the actions, pay attention to the symbolism that they leaving you, that they communicating with each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious. It's real obvious. This no longer has become a theory of mine, y'all. This is facts right here. This is, like I said, even us seeing them pressing a 9 and 11 on the elevator. We seeing everything that they was doing being carried out. But the thing is, we didn't see it in its fullness because we not watching a movie. We don't have access to it. But we pretty much know what was going on. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to link everybody together, starting from the bottom to the top, we just did. I just did it and just creating a summary of what could have possibly happened. And you have everybody connected. There you go, right there. So, I definitely believe that Trayvon Martin was definitely a part of the race war propaganda, just as well as Kanika, and that's the reason why she was not killed in Chicago, but she was murdered in Rosemont. And the reason why her mother said nobody hurt my child, she said that during a time when everybody was looking at the kids and saying that she was raped, that Kanika was being raped in that room. She came out and said that during a time when everybody was blaming Irene them. Okay, remember Irene said it herself that people was popping up. Her address was leaked. People was popping up at her house. All type of stuff was going on during that time. So she was really saying that because she is them kids covering, like I've been said. So when the whole world was coming against the kids, Teresa said, "Hey, ain't nobody did nothing to my child." But then when she started saying that that her daughter was murdered, that's because she wanted everybody to understand her daughter was murdered by Rosemont, by the hotel, by somebody attached to that hotel, because the focus is supposed to be on the hotel, not the gangs, not the youth. This is a race war, just like with Trayvon Martin. You supposed to pay attention to the police force in Trayvon Martin case, not the friends, not where he was headed to, not the girl, not his girlfriend. You ain't supposed to worry about none of that stuff. You were supposed to pay attention to the storyline. Same thing in Kanika's case, but we got to digging, we got to listening, and we was like, hold on, something happened in that hotel room. Teresa said, no, nothing happened in that hotel room. Nobody in the hotel room did nothing to my baby. Please, y'all, take our focus off of them kids. Leave them kids alone. Look at that hotel. That hotel did that to my baby. And we said, oh, okay. And we shifted our mind on Rosemont. And we started looking at security and, whoever else, which I do believe was all a part of it. But that's what our mindset was supposed to be focused on, because this was supposed to be a race war, race propaganda. Not in the sacrifice that happened, the things that took place, the deals that was made behind the scenes, because she knew in September the 6th, we about to be rich. The deals that took place behind closed doors was their best kept secret, was supposed to remain a secret. What they pushed in front of the people was what y'all was just supposed to go with. Y'all was just supposed to rock with that. Just believe that, rock with that. Because y'all, this world we living in right now, it can't be trusted. Y'all have to understand it's not all, I tell my daughter this, it's not all peaches and cream out here, baby. Understand you living in, you are light and salt of a very dark earth. A very dark world. So this is one thing that we have to really, understand whether we want to or not. It's occult symbolism all over it to let you know that it was something that was done behind the scenes, but it was actors put in place to cover up what was done behind the scenes for the purpose of creating a movie, a narrative, a flick, a clip, or whatever that y'all need to satisfy you. You see what I'm saying? But that was just the actors was put in place to create that narrative. That's not at all what happened. Rituals was performed at three different hotels. I don't believe it was two. I believe it was three, because they keep the 369. They are off the number grid, or however you want to say it. So every number that they operate in, normally, I'm not talking about the 7-11, 9-11 sacrifices, but when it comes to the pyramid and keeping the energy going, it's always the 369 rotation. It's always in a 369 pattern, should I say. And this is just straight facts. Okay, this is just straight facts. Then showed up to view the body with the same clothes on in the front porch. Everything I think is symbolic, Kanisha. Whether we want to believe it or not, everything is. Most of the stuff we seeing, matter of fact, everything we seeing is. I just can't really pinpoint out everything, you know. And I'm not saying, let me just say this for the record, I'm not saying 100% that Selena Gomez have Kanika's kidney. That I don't know. But what I'm going to say is it's not too far fetched to believe because it was already put out there that she wasn't a heavy drinker. So for those that say, you know, why would Selena Gomez want her drink or whatever? I mean, want her like her kidneys would be non. It was already put in the atmosphere that Kanika never did really drink. We don't know whether or not she really used drugs or just smoked. How many of y'all know can say, yeah, I do remember, you know, even seeing her on live smoking some weed or popping some pills, and you know, it just seemed like I've seen two different Kanikas. And have y'all felt like that, like reading her statuses and just follow her? It's kind of like you see one Kanika that just seem all sweet and innocent, all, and you see another Kanika that's just wild and outrageous. But me, I'm not even sure after following her and looking into her life, I'm not even sure that I can say, oh yeah, she was heavy on the drugs and heavy on the pills. I can't say that. But from her mom's own mouth, she wasn't heavy on the alcohol. She wasn't a big drinker. So why would it be far fetched for us to believe that Selena Gomez have her? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not far fetched to believe that when we could actually see the Murrays connected to this family or people that know this family. Do y'all get what I'm saying? This same hotel had a business arrangement, business deal with Carl, who helped build, you know, I'm pretty sure did some work on the hotel for the hotel to create Bill Murray's business and put that into play. Do you guys see what I'm saying? The connection could have been made. A sacrifice was needed to be made. Because just like things work in God's divine order, you better believe Satan be having plans too, y'all, for his people. And that he carried that stuff out in his divine order. Okay, so you know, for us to even rule this out, we would have to know, you know, that your mom would have to have her body exhumed for us to even rule this out because I just see a strong connection. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages. I'm getting ready to end this live soon. I just wanted to chat it up with y'all, touch bases with y'all. My whole family is at me right now. Hold on for 1 second. Okay. Yeah, y'all. So when you got the facts and stuff and you got stuff staring you right in your face, it's really at this point up to us what we want to believe. You know, pray on stuff, especially if you've been praying on this far and you've been asking the Lord to open your eyes and your understanding as to what's going on. That's exactly what He's doing in this exact moment. You know, I even understand that. You know, there's a lot of things that I question or I don't understand that I'm looking at, you know, and God have to really shed light on me and even make me feel confident in what He presenting to me. And like I said, I don't want to believe people close to her was involved in any of this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, the numbers don't lie. The numbers add up. Symbolism, everything is all in place. And yeah, yes, we was fed some bull. We was fed some propaganda, just like always. Just like I told y'all before with 9/11. Same thing with 9/11. It was a planned out sacrifice. Okay, the same planned out televised sacrifice. The same people that televised it and created the narrative is the same ones that was responsible for it. How many of y'all know that? Drop me a one. I want to see how many people in my chat room is really awakened. to what's going on in the world. Okay, so we basically dealing with the same thing. Now, when it comes to Malia Davis, we have people out here that's just demonically possessed. So I believe her story is a little bit different. I just believe her dad, stepdad, or whoever custody she was in was demonically possessed. Whether or not the mom and stuff was involved, I have not looked deep into it yet to even try to predict anything. But you also going to see situations where you have parents or people that's close to these children that's demonically possessed. And what is the devil sending them to do? Attack the youth. Attack these. Kill yourself. Hell, kill yourself. Hang yourself if you feel that dark or that lost. But no, what the enemy doing? Sending them to go kill the innocent, the pure in spirit, as if they won't automatically be resurrected. He's such a fool. But that's exactly what's going on. So people say you crazy. No, you're not crazy. Amazing 80. It was all propaganda anyway, but it was sacrifices that had to be made in 9/11. Because that ushered us into a new time as well. That ushered us into a new time, and so now, and like the world kind of took a turn. A little, we straight went a whole energy of field of fear. We all went into fear. I know they collected a lot of fear from that terrorist attack that they created, that orchestrated chaos that they created. They keep creating these situations, y'all. And then they turn around and they make a movie out of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they would, if we don't have a movie from. And I know a lot of people say, why not have a lifetime movie of Kanika? Um, the reason why I don't think that Kanika will ever have a lifetime movie is because now y'all, and okay, let me tell y'all something. One of my friends said to me, we're living in a time where the timelines have merged. We living in a time where we are the news. We create the news. Okay. So I don't believe, and we create the movies. Reality TV is going to be the new news, going to be the new movies. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe that she will ever have a lifetime movie, maybe like Natalie or, the ones that have had one before, because it was too much about this that was leaked, that wasn't supposed to be leaked. We didn't just bite the narrative. Now, if we would have just bit the narrative, they probably would have created a movie or something like that, and it probably would have went, ended, or would have showed some type of racism in the movie where you would have got off of it and felt some racist tension. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they did, Rosemont PD did her, the Crown Plaza did her dirty. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that they would do it now because it was too much that came out of it that wasn't supposed to be revealed. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe Natalie just disappeared. Like they said in the beginning, no. So when it comes to the movies and things like that, the movies is normally structured and created based off of their narrative. We wasn't gonna bat that. She walked into a freezer, and I don't care how the ending would have ended. We wasn't gonna bat that narrative. It ain't no way they gonna put out a lifetime movie about her. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. We have people protesting at the theaters. I don't see it happening. Yeah, they trying to keep their evil deed under the rug, keep her name very much alive as long as it's associated with racism. You see what I'm saying? But we're not really buying it because most of us still feel that it was more people connected to what happened to her than just the white man. You see what I'm saying? So we not really just gonna bite it. They couldn't structure a movie around. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. And I brought that up because I know some people. I've seen some people arguing in the groups about whether or not they was gonna make a Kanika movie and stuff. And I just don't see it happening. And then I've seen somebody say, why not? They've done it before with other people. Why not do a movie about her? Well, I don't see it happening. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. I think some people is gonna fall. We gonna have a great depression, a great fall. Some people is gonna fall behind this, and the world is gonna be sad. They're gonna be because they eyes wasn't open and they wouldn't accept truth. They wouldn't accept truth. So if you wondering why God is being patient with getting justice for Kanika, because He know that day is gonna be a lot of weeping, wailing, and moaning. It's gonna be a lot of that going on. Okay, either that or it ain't gonna happen on this side of earth. Because if it do, it'd be too much. You know. Movie made. I seen that they have a movie in 2017 called Kanika. I think that's another horror film, ain't it? Another dark movie. I remember somebody showed me that before. They wouldn't have one based on what happened at the hotel, no. But yeah, they do have a movie in case some of y'all didn't know in 2017 called Kanika Spelled, just like C. Jacobs put in there. I've seen that before, Jacobs. I want to say it's like a another little horror movie. See, different content for sure. Yeah, definitely different content. I've seen that before in the past. Somebody pointed that out to me. Kanika is more like an urban story or YouTube tale. Man, Teresa, you better say that. You better say that the story because the people that's really involved and the people that's in these secret things, they know what's going on for real. They know what's up for real because everybody is being compensated. If you ask me, and this is just the way I look at things, some people are going to be offended by me saying the stuff that I say. I don't care. But this is the way I look at things. If you ask me, everybody getting some type of, everybody that's in these groups is capitalizing. Either they getting some payouts or either they ranked up or they capitalizing in some kind of way. I'm thinking maybe Lil Durk, I'm thinking maybe his record wasn't really selling, and Teresa tried to hook him up a little bit by giving him a shout out and mentioning that record all over again so he can get some more money or get compensated. You know, everybody is getting some type of compensation from off this name, from off this story. But the real story, the real thing that took place that happened, they trying to keep secret from the public. They don't want that actually exposed. They want to keep that hidden. They don't want more people lurking and looking into stuff and asking more questions and all this stuff they have already done. They too busy trying to catch up and explain themselves. So why would they put out a whole full movie for us really to be like, oh, wait a minute. What are you talking about? This wasn't in a report. Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Yeah, everybody is trying to profit in some kind of way. So when I seen her give him another shout out, I was like, okay, she's trying to make sure he gets some more attention, some more clout for his, because at the same time, he's a brother in that gang. He's trying to also promote himself because if I rank up, I can look out for you. I rank up, you rank up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever heard we all eat, we all get money, we all you see what I'm saying? We a family. Yeah, I'm sure. I imagine if we wanted to risk so much more and get off track, which I do not suggest to do, I think everything is hidden in the dark websites and maybe authorities will grab it from there. It's definitely hidden in the dark website. But the thing is, from my understanding, the authorities can't really do much because in the dark web on a dark website, that stuff is legalized, promoted, is that's just what they do. So I don't think that they would do anything. They traffic in the dark web, prostitution, drugs, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much overlook it because that's what they really trying to transform the world into. They trying to push the world into that. You know what I'm saying? Where light and truth just go away and completely overtaken by this dark world, dark web, and dark society. Where murder is being celebrated. Murder by numbers is being celebrated. because Satan got his targets. He know which children he won't. You best believe he know which ones he won't. And like I told y'all, and I pointed out before, I believe Kanika was probably the most purest out of her circle as far as her soul. If y'all get what I'm saying, y'all might, a lot of y'all might look at her like whatever you formed, from doing your own studies. But from what I see spiritually, she's probably the one that was the most pure. Yeah, she did throw up the hand signs and stuff like that, but just looking into her life at the same time, you could tell that she did have some type of spiritual background. She knew who God was, and it just seemed like that she, I don't know if it's, I can't say it, maybe Teresa, may have had her in church at a young age. I don't know, but I just seen some type of spirituality with her, and it just seemed like she had that probably to kind of keep her safe, you know. And I'm talking about seriously keep her shielded while she was in the streets and stuff like that. But what happened to her, the plot and plan, what the devil used to destroy her, God was gonna turn and make it to be for His glory, okay, and for His purpose. A lot of eyes was open. A lot of people was gonna be saved based off of the information that they get from Kanika's case. Just from where they how their hearts have turned, just from her case. So God had an ultimate plan behind everything. That's just my belief. Another thing I noticed too, it's an organization. Um, if you guys are familiar with it, drop me a one. It's an organization called New Era Chicago. Just like they got a New Era Detroit, they also got a New Era Chicago. Uh, and these are like fight the power, black power type of people, people that they are like community activists that stand up and fight for their community, fight for they fight for human rights, the African nation, the African heritage. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? But anyway, I'm just wondering. Now, please think about this. Let me know if y'all up on this group. Drop me a one. I'm gonna see if y'all up on this group before I go any further. They got a New Era Detroit too. I don't know if they got them in y'all city, but check into it and see. Kind of remind you of the modern day Black Panthers. Got to be somebody in my chat room that's up on these people. Cause if not, then yeah, explosion is getting ready to happen, and I'm getting ready to bust some heads. Y'all not up on the New Era Chicago. Lord. Mm. I'm just wondering why these people not fighting with Teresa. Okay, so yeah, I gotta get y'all caught up. 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 I'm not even gonna speak on it right now, then. I gotta get y'all caught up. All right, so don't even know if I want to go into that right now. Um, wow, wow. In Chicago, yeah, these people right here that I'm talking about in Chicago. They like the modern day Black Panthers. Y'all don't know about them? They got a group in Detroit. They got a group in Chicago. They might have a group in a city near you. Oh, I got to get y'all caught up. So maybe this is the last for another day. I got to get y'all caught up. Y'all don't know about the modern day Black Panthers, and y'all don't know how they are attached to this or lack thereof attached to this case. Then I got to get y'all caught up. We don't have to have a full discussion. That might be a discussion for another day. Okay. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, this is something that I've been peeped out, and I wanted to bring to light, but I wanted to wait because I have a lot of little pieces of information. Some are everywhere, and I want to bring stuff together in a presentation so I can just be able to explain it all, in order. But anyway, you have these groups nowadays, and a whole agenda is to rebuild and revive the city. Oh my God, y'all don't know about these groups. So they started out in Detroit. I know about these groups personally. Okay, I got a friend that ended up joining one of the groups. When my friend joined the group, she went straight Egyptian on me. Okay, she started wearing Egyptian symbolism, the hairstyles, the jewelry, the everything. And I'm like, what in the world is she doing? Like, and I'm really, spiritual, but I don't practice all that other crazy stuff. Like I'm real funny about what I practice and what I do. But anyway, and I don't wear all kind of symbolism stuff that I don't understand. But my friend joined this organization and she immediately went left. Like she immediately started worshiping this other god, and you could tell by her whole attitude, everything changed. But she was this pro black power type of person. She went straight Afro, and she started marching with them in the streets of Detroit. Okay, and this group, this organization, they were supposed to rebuild the city, rebuild the city's ruins, be pillars of the community, just be good standing people. Okay, this is an organization that probably arose, I can say maybe when I peeped it, I want to say maybe in 2000, either around 15 or 2017. Okay, this is when I first peeped it out when my friend joined it, and it was called New Era Detroit. I'm just gonna give y'all a little tea on it. Somebody saying no, like don't talk about it. Are you saying no, Detroit native? Like don't talk about it. We need deprogramming. But Jesus, I want to talk about it. Okay, so anyway, Jesus, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying so hard to let y'all know what's going on. I can see it so clear. But anyway, so my friend, she joined this organization, so she started doing the whole, fight the power, whatever, for the streets of Detroit. But the thing is, I don't really see them doing too much when it comes to missing children, when it comes to cases and real things that's going on, to not even gang violence, activities, nothing like that in the city of Detroit. But they march for the streets. They like this really big. Just when they first came out, I saw them go from a small group to just enlarging. Okay, having like hundreds of members. So they ended up expanding, and they have one in Chicago, and it's called New Era Chicago. Okay, pretty much the same thing. They supposed to be out there fighting for the streets of Chicago, revising the city of Chicago. They like activists. They remind me of the Black Panther. They like the modern day Black Panthers. Okay, they supposed to be out there fighting for the city, fighting for the community. Y'all better look these people up, okay? And especially when it comes to the Africans. Okay, they all for the Africans. They all for the Africans. They fight for us. They, like I said, they the Black Panthers, the modern day Black Panthers. They got them in Detroit. They got them in Chicago. Why do y'all think that these people have not taken on these cases or this Kanika case? Why do y'all think we have Black Panthers, modern day Black Panthers, modern day big organizations that fight for the city, revive the city, and they not standing behind Teresa? Why do y'all ask yourself something? Well, first of all, y'all got to get up on them first, and then once you get up on them and find out what they supposed to stand for and who they are, then ask yourself why they not all over this case, why they not all over Rosemont, why they ain't at no protest, why they wasn't standing outside the Crown Plaza Hotel from day one. You can ask yourself that. So I'm not gonna take us into a study over who these people is because, like I told y'all, I already did my homework on these people, and these people about to be scared out their wits to even know that I'm already getting ready to expose some stuff. But what I want y'all to do is do your own homework on them. Okay, and y'all to find out when they arose, when they came out, what they do, and it's just it just really stood out to me the fact that hmm, that you don't see these people attached to this case at all, at all, or any of these missing children cases for that matter. Why do you think that is? I'm gonna end it there. It's a lot of things going on in your face, y'all, and it's a lot of wickedness that they doing behind the scenes. Okay, so don't just look at or just don't believe in what you seeing in front of you. Okay, understand it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Okay, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit more, but I want y'all to first get up on these groups and understand who these groups is and why they planted in Detroit and Chicago. As a matter of fact, I only heard of them being in Detroit and Chicago. Pay attention. Yeah, it's crazy how all these people broke their necks for this case, yet they all backed away. Right. And see, these advocates and stuff like that, these are people that was placed front and center. And we know about these people, but it's people that's out there more powerful than them that really could have shut some stuff down. They really could have taken Kanika case on and could have making a example of it. You see what I'm saying? You even got Black Lives Matter, but I'm talking about organizations that's a little bit smaller than Black Lives Matter, and they placed in Chicago and also Detroit for the purpose of stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? To fight for the people, to fight for the black people. Yeah, and like I said, if you look into them, they're like the modern day Black Panthers. You don't see real advocates. That's what I'm talking about. Real people. You don't see these people in the front fighting for these cases. Why? Do they have some involvement behind the scenes? Are they ignoring it because they know it's government and it's not really real? See what I'm saying? Why? Are they not fighting for it? My girl is out there every day in the streets of Detroit doing black power with her fists up, but a little girl come missing around the corner and y'all not up on it? Y'all not on it? Little kid just got snatched up from walking to school and y'all not on it? They definitely causing race wars out there with the whole flags that they using, the whole movement itself. Everything is a movement nowadays. If you ain't a part of a movement, I'm a part of a movement. The movement I'm a part of is the movement of the Holy Spirit. You got to be a part of some type of movement. You better either be a part of an earthly movement or be a part of the movement of the Holy Spirit. Because if you ain't a part of a movement, you're going to get swept away with the waves. Do y'all hear me? Make yourself a part of some type of movement. Stand for something. Because everything is forming now into movement. Thank you, Jesus. Everything is forming. The harvest is gathering. They all are gathering. Because the Lord getting ready to come sweep them away. The wheat and the tares are gathering. You see them all gathering in some type of movement. You better be a part of the movement of the Holy Spirit or some type of earthly movement in the world. Because if you stand alone, you're going to get swept away. The only way you're going to be able to stand alone during this time is by being a movement of the Holy Spirit. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I see movements happening all around Chicago, all around Detroit. And I just want y'all to pay attention to the fact that when it comes to this particular movement that I'm talking about right now, they didn't take no part in any of these big high profile cases. You see what I'm saying? But y'all are the people in the city that act as if, that's what an activist is, that act as if y'all are the new modern day Black Panthers and y'all ready to go to war and take down the white man. But we don't see you fighting with Teresa. Hello? We don't see you fighting the Crown Plaza. Hello? That's what I'm saying. It's all a game. It's something is strange about that. Something is strange about that, y'all. That's exactly what it means. Okay, something is strange about that. I want y'all before we go deep up into who these people is, and because I don't want to just shine light on stuff and just draw attention to myself, and if it's not bad purpose, if it's not productive, you know what I'm saying. So we got to be productive in our next conversation, our next exposure, and we're gonna go ahead and expose who this group is, and just kind of look into it and find out why this group did not partake. And then not only that, I got receipts on members of this group that are associated with the Martin family. Hello, did y'all hear me? Let me say it again, in case anybody missed it. In case anybody say, well, because I'm pretty sure somebody out there wanted to say, well, when maybe that group didn't know Teresa, or maybe that group never heard of the Kanika story, which would have been impossible. I even have receipts of Teresa friends, family members that's associated with this group. We never seen y'all march for Kanika. We never seen y'all in front of the Crown Plaza hotels putting y'all thumbs up. I mean, y'all fists up. We never seen any of this stuff. We never seen y'all at any of these events, anything. And it just make you just things that make you say, I wonder why. I think it was a time it was a time where the Lord said all these secret groups need to be exposed, because y'all, I never went into this thing thinking that I was going to be exposing groups and secret groups, that possibly have their hand in this stuff. I never thought that I would be exposing secret groups that, they conversation, the way they talk, the way they communicate, the way they move. I never thought I'd be looking into it or exposing this stuff. But I think that the Lord said it's a time where all these groups is gonna be exposed, and we need to shine some light on them. So when we see the harvest gathering, we understand what's going on, and you have the understanding as to who you belong to and what group you belong to and where you fit in and why you don't fit in with the world. For those that understand that they don't fit in with the world, so the groups is being exposed to you. I'm not against anybody that want to be productive in their city and change their city and be for the better of their city. But why did my friend have to walk away from the one and only true God to do so, to be a part of that group? Did anybody catch that when I told y'all that in the beginning? Why did she have to walk away from him in order to be associated with that group? In order to stand up and fight for her city, why does she have to all of a sudden? And I just showed y'all the flyer of Kanika's party where they have the Egyptian looking background. Why did my friend see? God is doing, he's showing me stuff for a reason. Because sometimes I'm able to look at something now, reflect back like, dang, I remember when my girl did that. And everything began to make sense to me. I'm even seeing, to be for real, and I ain't even want to say this, but I'm going to put it out there. I'm even seeing some new Air Chicago symbolism. And so it's time to take a look at these people. Because if y'all wasn't in the front with standing with Teresa, where y'all at? And why y'all hadn't? Because God said, thus says the Lord, it's time to expose all these groups involved. Or all these groups that have hidden agendas. It's time to expose y'all. And this is why I don't trust this group, because personally the Lord showed me through somebody that I was very close with, in order for her to be associated with this group, she had to walk away from the one and only true God. And I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. And we able to see them. We able to see them all. And it's coming time where this group about to be exposed too. And you know why? Because y'all made it obvious that y'all not standing side by side with a grieving mother who lost her child against the white system, right? So y'all made yourself obvious because y'all are supposed to be right there, standing in front of her. Being the fact that y'all standing in the back makes y'all suspect. Is hell to me. Hello? So it's a time where, all of this stuff is about to be exposed. A lot of secret groups, there's a lot of secrecy going on. And you have, a lot of these people, a lot of this stuff stationed in Chicago and in Detroit because that's where a lot of trafficking is going on. That's where a lot of money is being made from trafficking, from turning young children into sex slaves and from selling organs. Like this is what was going down in Detroit, Chicago. Look at the connection, y'all. Look at the connection. Pay attention to the connection. Then you have these two major groups that just stemmed out of nowhere. They're supposed to be fighting against the white man for our behalf, and supposed to, and it caused a lot of racist, how can I say it, racist tension that stirs up a lot of racist stuff. When you look at their Facebook groups, I mean, according to social media, they stir up a lot of racist tension. But yet instead, when something really go down, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Or Jedediah, did you come from the New Era, Chicago? Is that where you came from? Did you come from that group? Hmm. Who sent you? If you didn't come from that group, then where were they? Where were they? Why they still not fighting? Why they not looking into that? That's what I'm saying. So you just have a lot, and I just noticed a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of patterns, and God is just really exposing a lot to me. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, get up on that group. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be mad because I even exposed it. I even brought it up. So get your ranch ready to get to timing people out, because people was mad for me even exposing them. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I haven't heard people on YouTube even talk about the group. And the reason why I didn't want to talk about the group is I'm still connecting the group, but I definitely already seen family members and friends from Teresa Martin associated with the group. So my only question would be with the group, why y'all ain't out there fighting with her? That would be my only question. That's what y'all stand for. That's what y'all do, right? Or is it? You see what I'm saying? So I have my own personal reasons for me not to trust the group, because I've seen personally how my friend literally flip flopped spiritually once she associated herself with this group. So now I know that now you following darkness. And where do darkness lead to? Death, drugs, murder, all the prostitution. You see what I'm saying? So y'all better wake up. They are all have agendas. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I draw. They really do. They really do. Yes, Queen. They all have agendas. They really do. They really do. What do you think about Teresa not showing any emotion, and how, if the story about Monifa and Shemaya left Kanika in the hallway, then why hasn't any of the family killed them? I mean, they are, yeah, gang affiliated. Yeah, not targeted any of them, and literally took the cover for them when the whole world was going after them. Because remember, people were showing up at Irene's house ready to do her off. And she came out and said publicly, nobody did nothing to her. She was talking about in that room. And I think as far as her showing no emotion, that basically goes back to what we were saying about. Remember, we did the murder bad numbers. We just read the lyrics, the murder bad numbers. You can't have feelings. You have to turn your heart cold to stone. You cannot have feelings doing murder bad numbers, performing these rituals. You cannot have feelings, period. I don't know now, and I know people say everybody grieves differently, but y'all is stupid, because have y'all considered the fact that, look at Kanika, first of all, you look at her and just want to cry. How many of y'all just looked at her picture and just started crying? You ain't even know her. Okay? Think about how you feel about your child. And not only that, Kanika, dad, the worst way a person could die. You know, I think the worst way you could die is being stuck somewhere or dying alive or you see what I'm saying? If this is the image the picture that they painted for the mother, that your child was drunk, walked in here drunk, and died in here drunk, possibly died alive and was locked in here. That is the worst image you could have of your child dying. Not only did I lose my child, but I lost my child in the worst way imaginable. Every time you see that lady, her ass supposed to be broken down, teary-eyed back. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way we about to be. They was having a little bowling party a couple while they was doing a protest in the beginning. And people keep saying strong, strong. Like, are y'all stupid? There's no way you could be strong. It ain't that much strength in the world. Thinking that your child died in the worst way, or your child was locked in somewhere calling your name and you ain't get there and time enough to save them. As a parent, you're gonna be having guilt yourself. You're gonna be like, where was I when my child was calling me? You're gonna be so messed up. Like, I don't care what nobody say, I don't care. Everybody do grieve different at different stages, but she ain't grieved at all. Publicly. At all. Because you cannot have feelings. You have to turn your heart into stone. You cannot perform a ritual and do a murder bad numbers. And we don't know. Y'all, please stop acting like we know what their relationship was about. Most people in the hood, and I might be a little bit stereotyped, and I don't care, but because I'm from the hood and I can speak on it, okay? But most people in the hood, they be having mother and daughter type of problems. A lot of them don't be having the closest, and when they do, it's because they more friends to their daughters than they are a mother type of figure. But a lot of times you be having you be seeing the ugliest type of mother-daughter relationships. I'm telling you, it be women be going berserk over their child, putting their child out for a man. Okay, you see it all the time. Or because she never wanted her in the first place, or I done seen so many incidents where parents was jealous of their child, believe it or not. So that's just what it is. So I'm trying to keep up with what y'all saying in the chat room. But yeah, you have to have a cold heart when it comes to murder bad numbers, when it comes to the game that they playing, when it comes to, ranking up and getting money. People don't just get money and just blow up and because they have a soft, sweet heart or soft, sweet spirit. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a cold individual. Look at Power, look at Empire. Watch movies if you don't understand what type of individual you have to be. You have to be cold. Have the most dysfunctional relationship. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You see a lot of that in the neighborhood, and everybody just want to believe that Teresa and Kanika had the best relationship because they saw one photo or one video of them together, a quick second video, and they just felt like they had the best relationship. But we really don't know that. We really don't know if they had a real dysfunctional relationship, if Kanika done kicked her butt a couple times. Like, we really don't know what their relationship was like. One thing that I noticed, and like I said, she kind of will switch it up because I believe she either listens to my lives or people be sending them to her. But one thing I noticed is she don't really post a lot of real pictures of Kanika. Like on her birthday, for one. Okay, her birthday, she posted a flyer. She's posting flyers. Are y'all get what I'm saying? Like, she's not posting real pictures or real videos. So I kind of feel that it is some kind of guilt there. You know what I'm saying? Because she not posting like real pictures like baby, my daughter, I miss you so much with like a real photo of her and Kanika. or a real photo of when Kanika was young, or a real video of her and Kanika, or me and my mom got thousands of pictures of us just taking selfies walking through the mall. Do y'all get what I'm saying? And we don't even live in the same state. But whenever she come visit, we take 1,000 freaking selfies. And when we stayed in the same state, whenever we went out to lunch, whenever we did whatever, ever since the cell phone was popular, we were taking pictures. We had pictures. My mama would flood y'all timeline with pictures of me on my birthday. So you already know she's shutting Facebook down if something happened to me. Do anybody feel what I'm saying? And we didn't even have the closest relationship. But every time we found opportunities to capture moments and to create memories, that's what we did. I can see her now. She have all kind of pictures of me, embarrassing pictures, pictures that I wouldn't even approve of. Pictures of me just waking up in the morning. Stories to tell. Every year on my birthday, my mother tell a story. And sometimes they the most embarrassing stories. When have y'all heard that? Any of them. You let the world in. You introduced the world to Kanika, but you didn't let the world in for real on Kanika, or you and Kanika's relationship. Every year, my mother tell a story, and I get on there like, Lord, why did she feel the need to tell the whole world that? They have nothing to do with mom. She couldn't have just said happy birthday. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So me myself personally, I do see some type of um guilt, and that's the reason why she don't post the stories, the heart touching, heartfelt stories like that. Or she got to say, Kanika, my loves you, and the whole world go ballistic with a flyer. And I don't even want to slap her because of that. Excuse me, Lord, help me, Jesus. My daughter went to prom, and I flooded Facebook, flooded it. Like you couldn't even get on without seeing a picture of her. I didn't care. Flooded your timeline. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, let's be for real about it. So I do feel like it's some guilt there because she not posting, real photos with some. And I'm not saying she had to do it for the now. We might see her do it now because I'm telling y'all she be listening. Everything I had challenged before, she started doing. She started wearing different colors. I think after my video went viral, maybe 3 days later, she had on a colorful jumper. I was like, okay. But before then, you didn't, sweetie. But yeah, I mean, just pay attention. It's stuff like that that I just really pay attention to. That God just really showed me. And like I said, me and my mother, we never had the best relationship, but I just know how she make a big fuss over, my birthday and stuff like that. Maybe she can't, y'all want to say that she's a real strong woman, but yet instead she's not strong enough to give her daughter headstone, or she's not strong enough to drop pictures or write heartfelt statuses and things like that. Like it just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me. And I'm not saying she have to do it for the people, no. But let people win. Like, what was Kanika other birthdays like? What was, you know what I'm saying? Like, show us the fun moment that y'all had together. Something that you bought her or you did. You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole world want to know about Kanika. And I'm talking about more about her than the fact that she was found dead in the freezer. And Teresa know that. Teresa know people that fell in love with that girl. Teresa know that. But she play a card when the card needs to be played. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, for me, myself, when I look at the page, I see agendas. That's all I see. I don't really see, more of it being more of a personal type of thing. And for people to say, well, they didn't want nobody to know where Kanika's body was and stuff like that for they to damage the headstone. She didn't have to put that information out there. She could have just did a live video like, hey, lab, I'm out here visiting Kanika. She didn't have to tell nobody where nobody was at. She could have just, put the live on the ground, on the grass, and showed the headstone and nothing else in the background. You see what I'm saying? And never told nobody the location, never got the location out. It could have been some, you see what I'm saying? It could have been actually a kept secret and only the family knew. Y'all talking about people gonna go out there and vandalize. How would it, they can keep it a secret. Nobody would have to know where it's at. We're making up a lot of excuses when it's just no excuse for certain things. And that was my point of saying that. Like we constantly making up excuses for her, excuses for the family. I mean, think about it, y'all. Her birthday is just videos of them just turning up and celebrating what everybody done got away with, if you ask me. And yeah, I don't think that Monifa or Irene, nobody would feel comfortable walking the streets if they were suspecting my child. I don't feel like they should just feel comfortable. Like they should always be looking over their shoulders, and not just because of Teresa, but because of people that love Kanika. You know, the ones that call them her real ones, the ones that call her little sis. They too comfortable. Why they comfortable? Why they laughing? Why they on the corners? And they, you see what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody worried? Why everybody living their best life? And most of the people that was involved is out of sight, out of mind. The other ones living their best life with no fear, no paranoia, no none of that, none of that. And why Teresa going after the hotel and nobody else? And why when she won't answer, she put it on Facebook. She go on Facebook and write a status. Can somebody who was at the party inbox me some evidence for my daughter? Inbox me the evidence to my daughter's murder, please. Inbox me the evidence. You can DM me. Like it's just everything is just so phony to me, man. I can't. Like I'd be knocking on people's doors so tough. But anyway, listen, the only one who gonna do that is the one who is against her family. True that. Who work at Baskin and Robbins? Her cases keep getting dismissed too. Ain't that crazy? And why? Why? That ain't funny because everybody is pushing for Teresa to succeed in one of these cases. Why is our cases being dismissed? And like I said, it's organizations that would have literally taken this thing on and fought for her. If everything was on the up and up, they supposed to. I'm not gonna say they would have done it, but I'm saying they supposed to because they act as if that's what they there for. Black Lives Matter, all of these organizations, let me tell y'all, they ain't nothing but an illusion. They not real. They are not real. They are not real. They are not real. They are all an illusion. The harvest is just gathering, y'all. That's it. Like-minded spirits is linking up with like-minded spirits. That's all. Yeah, and they are not of God. They are not of God. That's why the things that they do, they have to do in secret. Least they dirty deeds be exposed. That's how you know they not of God. Because what they do, they got to do in secret. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like y'all do y'all community service openly. So y'all could be praised by man. And then y'all do y'all evil deeds in secret. So y'all can come against man and devour man. Y'all got to understand what's really going on. I had somebody argue with me. about the Eastern Stars and telling me how much good they do in the community and how they a pillar of the community and they do nothing but good works and yada yada yada. I said, okay, well, honey, you don't have enough status for you to even understand what's going on. Have you even got to the level of where they even discuss the sacrificing of the daughter in the Bible, where they even give you your own book and show you the art of sacrifice? And have you even do you even know that that's even being shared and teached and talked about there? She like, no, okay, well you're not there yet. Keep playing with fire. You'll get there. At least you burn before you get a chance to get there. So people kill me. I ain't about to keep going back and forth with people. Hey Rex, my whole thing is why let the world believe something happened to your daughter and nothing did but lead the people to believe it did? Because she don't want the world to believe that anything happened to her daughter in that hotel room. In that room, because if you say something happened to her daughter in that room, then you take the blame off the hotel and you put it on the kids, or you share the blame with the hotel and the kids. And she basically covering for the kids. She don't want nobody to believe that the kids did anything to her. I keep saying calling them kids, but they're grown as hell. Excuse me. She don't want anybody to believe that the friends, the quote unquote friends, did anything to the kids. But she want everybody to believe that the hotel is responsible or somebody in that hotel accidentally locked her in there, because that right there is just a payoff. Negligence, that's just give her a payoff. If she can prove that somebody in that hotel either intentionally or accidentally locked her in there. But she don't, and then also that spark energy, that spark a race war, that spark propaganda. You see what I'm saying? So that's the duality. It's two sided. Like we get paid, and it also promotes the agenda. It pushed the government's agenda. So it's kind of like that's why she was going back and forth, because she wanted to shift everybody's attention from Irene them to the straight to the hotel. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I mean, that story would have actually flat, because it's, you can actually believe that a girl went to a party, was stumbling drunk, and some freak or somebody at the hotel ran into her and did something to her or locked her in or whatever. Like that shit could, it could be real. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. Like I am scared to walk by myself when I'm staying in a hotel. I promise you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure y'all tell y'all kids at a hotel, like, I'm gonna take somebody with you. You ain't about to go walk into the hotel by yourself. See what I'm saying? So the picture that they painted definitely could have been for real. We definitely could have been like, oh, okay. It makes sense that something like that would have happened. But it was Irene's laugh that broke the mold. And we immediately started saying, something happened to her in that room. She was raped in that room. She was drugged in that room. She was attacked in that room. Somebody stick and shoot some of her veins. It was all type of stuff said in that room. So we wasn't buying that. We wasn't buying that. And we said if this did happen to her, it was because of them. They drugged her. They raped her. You see what I'm saying? So we still was putting it off on what happened to her prior to her being found in the freezer. They was trying to turn our attention away from that, believe in a narrative, and look at and pay attention and put our focus on the lack of investigation and Crown Plaza, so we can go ahead and fall into Teresa's trap of pushing her agenda. See what I'm saying? So it just didn't happen that way, because at the same time we were still going into an age of Aquarius, an age of awakening, an age of, you see what I'm saying, of more consciousness, a higher level of energy. So it didn't happen quite like they thought it was gonna happen, with the people. No, people woke up and was like, hell to the no. Something happened to that little girl in that room. So Teresa came back and said nothing happened to my daughter, y'all. And so most believe the mom. They automatically, okay, if the mom said nothing happened to her, we believe nothing happened to her. So a lot of people started going with the Crown Plaza's narrative because of Teresa Martin. And I've seen people that I knew that I was close with talking to shift from blaming the gang to saying, well, maybe they didn't have anything to do with it. Or then they start naming, they would make their conscience feel better by just picking one person. I think Shamaya had something to do with it, but not everybody else. Or some people would say, I think Irene knew, but the other girls was innocent because they wanted their conscience to feel better, because they wanted to believe the mom. So they'll try to say, okay, I don't believe the kids. Okay, I guess the gang wasn't involved, but maybe Mike might have did something. Okay, come on now. Come on now. You can't just blame one. There's videos out there saying Monifa did this whole thing. You can't just put all of this on Monifa. That girl seemed like she wasn't even old enough to tie her own shoe at 10. You can't put this on her. Okay? This is the blueprint. Malika, did you see what Monifa said for Kanika's birthday? She is definitely involved, but others were too. I did see a post that she made. I might have actually screenshotted it, but I don't know if this is what you're talking about. Who is 77, y'all? Hey, Rex. Yeah, I got a lot going on here, but I'm kind of back and forth. I'm gonna be on and off. Always be here. I just play to catch the message without causing distractions. Oh, you'll never be a distraction. You good. You'll never be a distraction. Is 77 a part of your name? Who is 77? 77. Oh, I've been seeing a lot of 77. I'm like, lies are brilliant. She was always hidden in the lies. Always. Is that Shantanice? I like that. Let me see if I got a screenshot of her status for you. But yeah, I caught it. Every now and then I'll see what these heifers talking about. Oh, let me show y'all this picture I found too. Yeah, I got it, y'all. I got a screenshot of it, so I'll share it with y'all for those that didn't see Monifa's status. Um, but yeah, she partied. She partied separately, and the crazy thing is, the girls that she partied with, I was trying to identify at least one of them. I was like, dang, I don't even know not one of the girls she partying with. I'm like, she in her own little separate lane now. They really not messing with each other like that. They not thick as they used to be. And you notice they post some status about, they friends flipping on them and stuff like that. Because if you notice, some got paid and some didn't. Some ain't as paid. You can definitely tell what's called it getting hers. Irene getting her check. So hold on, I'm gonna share it with y'all in a minute. But yeah, I did see her status. I don't know. Do y'all let me know? Do y'all think that they got some guilt in their heart? Yes or no? Do y'all think they feel guilty maybe like during the time of her birthday or something like that? Or her death memorial? You think they start feeling guilty? Okay, I gotta send myself these photos. Oh, and something else I want to tell y'all too. And I actually probably got it. I know I had to end up blocking the girl. I ended up blocking her. But another thing too, I wanted to tell y'all. My friend that I was telling y'all about that had joined the New Era Detroit. She started talking that but God stuff too. She said something to me during the inbox. Did I screenshot and show that to you, Melissa? Because if I didn't, I know I had wanted to, I was gonna send it to you. But I know I got a screenshot of that too because I was gonna send it to Melissa. But me and her was like, catching up. I hadn't seen her in a while, so this was just recently. We was catching up, and she said, "But God" to me, and I was like, "Oh, geez." And I was just wondering, like, "Oh my God, is this just what they say?" And she didn't say it as a phrase. She said it just like in a way Teresa would say it. And I'm gonna try to find that too to show y'all if I can find it. And I'll tell y'all, ever since she joined this movement, she been off. She been off as hell. Okay, let me see if I got it now. I know some people gonna be mad at me for talking about this, but like I said, these movements, this stuff that's happening, that's taking place. If it was all in the up and up, then it wouldn't be a secret. It wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing to expose. Let me know if my background's too loud, y'all. Let's get on. Okay, so here go one of Monifa's statuses right here. It's a long status. I'm gonna let y'all read it while I look for another one. Is that the one you was talking about? Cause I got another one too. I'm gonna share with y'all. She wrote two statuses. Okay, I had to find the other one. You definitely don't see the crew together like before all of that, which really stands out. Okay, let me go back on here so I can see what y'all saying. Okay, you say you can't read it. All right. She say, I know I'm early as but I wanted to be the first to say happy birthday to you, Shorty. Hold on, happy birthday, you 21, Shorty. This was our year. I'm sorry you had to leave so soon. Shit, broke my heart forever, knowing that we spent our last day together lit. If I knew that night was gonna be the last night, I would have made it even better. It's effed up that I really don't know what happened. I couldn't imagine what you was going through. I think what hurt the most is that you wanted me to help you. I know you was looking for me. And I'm sorry, kid, on Kiwan. I wish I knew I would have traded my life for yours and still will ever since you been gone. And still will. She have no periods, no grammar whatsoever in this. Okay, so she basically said, I would have traded my life for you and still will. Period. It don't make sense to me how you gonna trade your life for hers now when she already gone. What you mean and still will? But anyway, period. Ever since you been gone, everybody turned their back on me. Emma Effers out here really hate me. And I know if you was here, you would have had me 10 toes telling me it's okay. I got you, best friend. We grew up together. You meant everything to me. It was just us at first. God know I wish it could have stayed like that. So she's saying she basically saying F everybody else right here. Like I wish it just could have stayed like where it was just me and you. It seemed like to me Monifa was jealous of Shemaya's relationship with Kanika. If anybody else feel that way, drop me a one. Let's talk. Anybody else pick that up? That Monifa was probably jealous of the friendship that Kanisha and Shemaya developed. And it seemed like when we seen them lives and stuff with them together, it seemed like a lot of times Monifa wasn't included. It seemed like they was all a threesome, and then all of a sudden, the threesome became a close, tight twosome. Y'all know how them friendship goes sometimes, where y'all in a three circle. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes two just become even closer, and the third one sometimes get left out, and that can make that person jealous. But anyway, she pointed out the fact like it was just me and you at first. And jealousy, anytime you got jealousy, jealousy can turn out ugly. Like Monifa could have really been jealous, like in an obsession type of way. Like even when Kanika, started hanging with her boyfriend versus her, or start hanging with a new girl, versus her. Like she was probably that angry type of jealous friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have no other friends but you. I can't even spend time with my man. You want to get mad because I want to spend time with him other than you. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know them jealous type of friends that ain't got nothing going on with themselves and mad at you for every good thing and accomplishment, and every time you happy, they mad. I'm just saying. That probably is a script, Teresa. It seemed like a script. It seems so ridiculous to me. But she just seems so jealous to me. But I wish it could have stayed like that. I changed my whole life around just so I could make you proud. What does she mean by that? I'm not living just because we know she was turned up. She was turned up the day of the party. She was out there drinking and twerking. So what the hell she But anyway, I changed my whole life around just to make you proud. I'm not living just for me. I'm living for you too. It was so many times I wanted to kill myself to be with you. But I would hear your voice telling me, no, Nifa, this is not the way. Hold on, y'all. We got to get the other part. I got the other part. She needs to quit. So many times she wanted to kill herself so she can be with her. On this photo, she got a photo of all three of them. The dynamic duo with her in the background. And you got Kanika and Shemaya. But anyway, she said, I can hear your voice telling me, no, Nisa, this is not the way. I wish you can come back just for a second, but let me stop going on. I love you, though. Happy 21st birthday, me freaky forever and always, your best friend, Kanika. And so what this is a slideshow. Not a slideshow. I forgot what you call it, like a fliptogram, a music video that she did. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but but yeah. So she kind of like threw some shade by saying, I wish it was just me and you. And you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she got somebody in a fliptogram video. So I don't know. But yeah, this was one of her statuses that she did for her birthday. She not living for just her, but she living for Kanika too. And I guess that's by mimicking her. She making herself feel like she living for Kanika too. You know what I'm saying? By walking in her shoes, or at least trying to walk in her shoes. Because I don't know how else does she feel like she living for Kanika too. Like, I don't know. But like we discussed in the beginning, I definitely believe that she was weak and she definitely wants to kill herself and had to laugh herself out of her pain. And that's the reason why, we see a heartless Monifa today where she just laughing. You could say whatever to her and she'd just start laughing. She'd just laugh it off because she really had to laugh herself through that. I don't know if she just wasn't ready for it, but I believe that her weakness was what prevented her from getting ranked up like Irene. Look at Shemaya's face compared to them both. Shemaya looks very devilish. Jennifer, very devilish to me. They look like they still got their youth, like they still got their soul intact, don't they? One thing I wanted to point out too, that I thought was really cute. I mean, it's irrelevant, but I thought it was cute. So I picked out the fact that Shemaya got a little crush on this Hector dude. This is something that I just peeped out, and I sent myself the picture to show y'all. Shemaya got a crush on this little Hector dude, and back in the day, Hector used to crush Kanika. Kanika was his WCM, I guess, his Woman Crush Monday, and he put on there, "She is everything. She is the best in my eyes." Basically, talking about the best out the circle. Basically, Hector put up a status, y'all. Look, this was in 2015. Kanika even commented on it. And I think I got the conversation. It looked like somebody removed a comment because somebody had commented and said something, but you don't see their comment no more. All you see is Kanika comment like, "I don't even want him." I'm going to show that to y'all. But Kanika commented like, "I don't even want him. Like, why is you tripping?" You know what I'm saying? But whoever commented on the picture actually removed a comment or probably blocked the guy Hector. I don't know, where you can't see their comment no more. But anyway, so the guy Hector, this is who Shemaya is crushing on now, y'all. The guy Hector, then he had a crush on Kanika, and he actually said she was the best. Like, I believe far as the best in her circle. Okay, so I'm just saying, y'all, when I say jealousies can arise, and so for me, I already feel like Monifa had this little jealousy type thing anyway. But I think that with Shemaya, I think Kanika was competition. Drop me a one if y'all feel the competition between Kanika and Shemaya. And I say that because I just noticed that she liked a lot of the same guys that she liked or once liked her. You know what I'm saying? Even with a few of the friends, I noticed that. But I don't know. With Shemaya, I just see more of a competition. Now, don't get me wrong, Shemaya is a beautiful girl. But a lot of times you have people that's like, I want to be the baddest out my group, out my circle. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to be the one to get the most attention out my circle. And I really see Shania as being that person. I promise y'all. I don't believe I'm leaning on my own understanding. I really see Shania as that kind. Shania, I'm sorry, Shemaya as that kind of person that really just want to be the baddest or the one to get the most attention out her circle. And you had guys who actually said, "No, Kanika was like Kanika was." Yeah, KJ got a lot of attention. I think a lot of guys thought she was really like naturally bad. You know what I'm saying? And then was probably real fun, energetic. And then probably had like a snobby, stuck up kind of attitude. You get what I'm saying? Like she was about her money. She didn't care about no D or whatever. She about getting her money. She about, you see what I'm saying? So guys like that. But I just wanted to point that out to y'all. And like y'all can look on Shemaya page now. She said something about Hector. I don't know. She got a little crush on him. I seen on his page where she didn't comment on this stuff, but yeah, he always thought Kanika was the baddest out the group. So I don't know. I just see a little, maybe with some friend competition, some friendly friend competition back in the day with the two girls. Now let me see if I had the conversation where Kanika was like, "What? I don't even like him," or something she said. Okay, I didn't screenshot that part, but if you just Google Hector, not Google, if you put a Hector Martinez in Facebook post, you will see it. Because actually, I wasn't even looking for this right here. It was so old, 2015. When I had searched his name in Facebook search, I ended up seeing the post that he did from 2015. Y'all see the comments in there, but I didn't screenshot it. But yeah, it looked like whoever commented, they ended up removing a comment or probably blocking him or something, and you just see Kanika respond like, I think she said something like, "I don't even like him," or something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that it's not a big deal. Like I said, we all pretty much know that the girls basically headed out for Kanika. I think that they was very envious of her, and um and I think that what they doing today, is um pretty much for attention. It's pretty much for attention. They have built them a name, a fan base, um, moved up in rank. They get a lot of views, a lot of attention, what they wasn't getting before. Remember, these are the same people that wasn't getting two, three likes or two, three views alive. Now people jump on just to see what they talking about. Okay, they have gained some type of celebrity status behind this stuff. So we all know that. We all know that they were all kind of fit friends, wasn't real friends of Kanika. No point in really dragging that on. We all know that, and we all know that I haven't really seen too much of the friends on Teresa's page or status, other than Bree Bree. I've seen Bree Bree once, but other than that, I haven't seen the other ones on there. But we all know that they're not innocent, like Teresa or anybody else want to make it seem. They're not innocent by far. So I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, you guys. It's been real fun chatting with y'all. And 77. I just peeped out that Melissa was 77. Oh my God. They didn't want them to know and everybody else to have. Like a poor thing. She only worry about getting money in her. But well, yeah, that's all they worry about. That's all they worry about. Even Irene's hairline running for her. I cannot. Irene got that good weave now, sis. She got that money. She get that good weave now. Don't play with Irene. And I told y'all I believe that Irene was messing with that dude, that Chester Mob dude, and he kind of up there a little bit, when it come to get money. So I don't know, because like one thing she don't really do is for her relate who she. I don't think niggas be, well, excuse me, y'all. I don't think people be wanting to be exposed by Irene as messing with her. So she know to keep them on the DL. But she getting a little money right now, so her weave looking real clean right now. So her edge is looking real snatched right now. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. I still got family here and stuff for my daughter's graduation coming in a couple days. Please keep up in y'all thoughts and prayers. I will be touching bases with you guys and getting back with you guys after graduation and after all of this is over with. Thank you guys for coming in, chatting with me today. It's been real. It's been lovely. Whenever we just get together, it's always by purpose. It's always something that's been revealed. So keep on believing, keep on looking into stuff. I got some of y'all emails and stuff just today when I got on my laptop to do this live. So I haven't been ignoring anybody. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I love y'all and touch bases with y'all and let y'all know we still in the fight. Justice for Kanika, we still in the fight for truth. We still in the fight for this generation. Period. Okay? And to expose evilness. That's what we commissioned to do, and that's exactly what we're going to do. All right. Yes, I will. We will enjoy the graduation. I'm looking so forward to this. I'm looking so forward to this. So y'all know I have to walk away from this stuff and kind of like shift my mind over because the things I look into on a day to day and the things that me and Melissa be discussing with these children and the sacrifices and the stuff going on, I have to sometimes pull myself out of this realm mentally so I can celebrate my daughter or do what I need to do here as a mother and a wife. So I will be touching bases with y'all a little bit later, okay? I'm about to get up out of here though. Love you guys and talk to y'all soon. Take care. Stay prayed up and stay woke.